Go, we're on. Hello,
Cumber
Mr.
snatch.
Dane. What kind of snatch?
Lowering the tone.
Who's
Yeah.
snatch?
Cumber snatch.
Okay. Just gonna drink some beer.
Beer.
Awesome.
Cheers,
What's for
Walker.
breakfast?
All right. So our first time trying new program. So
It's gonna be a
expect
disaster.
technical difficulties.
And
This is
it's-
roll 20 as opposed to
idea.
Tabletop Forge, as Tabletop Forge sadly collapsed.
Bought the farm.
So, how long do you think it is before we kill this one?
You get a refund if you funded something that then didn't. Oh, okay.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, it depends if they keep just trying to add in more and more whiz-bang features like, 3D rolling dice and...
Did you?
Yeah,
Well, I
well,
mean, the thing is-
well, 3D rolling dice aren't really what we're going to be using because they're not that great.
Yeah.
In fairness, though, the basic model for this is fully functional.
Well,
Really, any other extra features they add are pretty much just for Flash at this point, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that the first crowd-funded film won?
Yeah.
Huh, what was that?
It was a documentary. I can't remember what it was called.
Cool.
But there's been lots of crowd-sourced films, but this is the first one to win an Oscar.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was
Interesting.
in the news yesterday. I was reading about it. They expect that it's going to be a big thing from now on. Because there was a film festival sometime last year where 50% of the films that were entered were Kickstarter type films.
That's bizarre, right?
No, it's
So-
getting more and more common apparently.
So much of the indie films and stuff are doing that rather than just begging corporations for
Begging
grants.
for money.
And they say it tends to end up with a higher quality film as well because it doesn't matter. It's not like a crappy ass film because with digital it doesn't really matter. That's not gonna. The money isn't for that. It's
I think
not as
the most interesting thing about this will be what happens to the actors because you can find good actors at reasonable prices now, and if the films get good acclaim, I mean, it kind of takes the stock out of the really celebrity ones. And kind
Well,
of,
most people, if they're not established, career actors, they'll do it like a crowdsourced thing for free anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much anybody I know in Houston who is in that kind of thing, I could get them to do a film or something for free. So most people can probably manage to get higher quality actors or something like that for free. So.
well, I think it will be interesting to see if it really takes off, if it will lead to less celebrity status for some of these actors and whatnot.
Mm.
I think you're going to have your huge, Hollywood epics and stuff, and some
Well, no,
actors that
what
are
they'll
good
do
for that.
though is they'll do what they did with the kid that's in Life of Pi, because he was an unknown actor that they've propelled into celebrity stardom. Rather than him stay normal, they've pushed him up, kind of thing. That's what they'll do.
So it'll be the next Shia LaBeouf.
Hmm.
That's a stupid name, I'm just going to say that again. It's
Yeah.
a stupid name.
He's in trouble.
Why? Because he's got a stupid name.
No, he's getting his bottom spanked in Hollywood and Broadway at the minute because he's just backed out of a play.
Huh.
He keeps opening his mouth and saying stupid things, too, so...
He was supposed to be doing some kind of Broadway thing, and he's just backed out of it for no apparent reason. Why do I know all this random stuff? I'm a nerd. I'm not a nerd. Whatever. Okay.
Anyway,
That was our culture for the game. We can get into more stuff now.
all right. So, when we left off, you guys were roughly in this area in Stink's room.
And,
I like how Stink has developed a visual aura.
Yes.
and wanting to
His
get out of
smell.
Stink's room.
The smell is so bad you can see it in the air. Oh my.
Sorry. Is she okay? She hurt. No,
She's moving.
No, we just have a small tea spill.
You are allowed to go and help your wife.
Yeah, go help her thing. It's not. Don't just watch her tidy it. You're such a terrible man.
It's more entertaining to watch her tidy than that.
Hey.
Oh, wait.
Cheeky little shit. If you said that near me, you'd get the slap.
I think Mrs. Thing should slap him.
Don't forget that in like 3 weeks' time, I can actually slap you in real life.
Right, and I can enjoy it.
And yeah, I don't think I haven't been counting up for the past 11 years.
Oh,
So many slaps.
So I might have my own tally
it's
sheet.
gonna be like an Eddie Honda, like 1,000-hand slap or whatever it was called.
Oh, so many.
That was a
So many
Street Fighter
slaps,
reference.
so little time. Go on, stinking things.
I think we're done with Stink. We're about to leave his room.
He had been drawing, well, not really stick figures, blob figures.
Yeah, I think we're thinking there's an imp and a.
Was it a Lemure? Or no?
Not something that was identified in character, I think.
Oh yeah, non. I don't know. I thought Thing identified it, didn't he?
We had.
No.
We kind of.
No, we
Oh, did he not?
a Lemure.
We hadn't
And,
formally done it, but we'd talked and guessed and wondered.
Yes, but I think a lot of that was a bit out of game and.
Okay. I think we identified an imp, didn't we?
Stretching, making any sort of guess, even within character, from the drawing he put on the wall.
I think we got the imp though, right? Did we guess it was an imp?
You did guess it was an imp, I think.
Yeah, I thought we had. Okay.
It was the other thing we didn't guess, right?
Yes.
I have a macro question.
Yes.
Can you reorder them?
I don't think so. I've not seen a way to do it.
God damn it. That's rubbish.
God damn it, indeed.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Oh, well, if you click off, in the bar you can do it. If you just click it off, the last you clicked in goes to the...
My map keeps moving, and I'm not quite sure why.
But it's Lockhart.
No, I think it's when I move my mouse, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's because moving up and down. Because you have a magic mouse, you can scroll your map with your mouse.
Am I doing it? But obviously, I'm not doing it on purpose. So how do I stop?
Yeah, you're catching your mouse. There is no way to switch it off.
No, you're not listening, and you're misunderstanding. I'm not touching the top of my mouse.
Oh.
Just touching the side of my mouse. I'm aware of how a magic mouse works, having had.
Then I don't know. If you're not touching the top of the mouse, I've no idea how your map's moving.
The only thing I know about is check on the left side to make sure you're in select mode.
I am.
And secondly, I know as a sort of shortcut, if you click on the right side and move, you scroll. I don't know if that somehow plays in if you're not touching anything, though.
Okay, that's good to know. Anyway. So, how do you send? You said something about centering things. How do you do that?
I can do that.
Okay. Because I heard Thing saying that he was trying to do something.
Woo!
That's shiny and exciting. How did you do that?
Only I can do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in this system, Lockhart has many powers we do not.
That's exciting.
You can do that little concentric ring thing though by pushing and holding your mouse button down.
Okay.
So just left click and hold on the screen.
I need to zoom in, I think, because I see
That was Thing.
I see a lot of black around the edge of the map.
Yes, I do too.
Leave it.
There will be quite a bit of black.
Okay, because that's really annoying to me.
So you can use the third icon down on the right, which is the magnifier.
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah.
Select another level to zoom in a little.
Okay, that doesn't like bother anybody else's stuff, right?
Nope.
Okay.
That's individual.
Okay.
That is actually a good question. Hey, we're doing a review, people. Hey! I like the face that went with that there.
What?
He was like, yeah.
It wasn't intentional.
Woo!
Really. Thank you.
It is one of the quirks of the system is figuring out what is individual and what is shared as far as commands and options go.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I'll be your Tony Robinson.
Sure. I like that.
You'll have a cunning plan?
I have a cunning plan, my lord.
More of a time team reference, probably, that nobody will get. It's an archaeology thing. Don't worry about it.
Yep, digging up people's backyards for the fun of it.
Tony Robinson's only job in Time Team, if you've ever watched it or know what it is just to be the stupid one that asks all the questions so that the viewer can understand what's going on. Which is my job in this game, if you haven't noticed.
Nice.
Because I actually, most of the time, know exactly what's going on. But I'll just play dumb so that the viewers at home can follow along.
I like
That's
that.
very
The
nice.
viewers at home. I love that.
The viewer.
We can say
job.
viewers. We are screencasting.
My job.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're going to wander back through that corridor.
Trying to leave the stink.
Where do I
Yes.
type /follow?
That's funny. So shall we? It's a shame there's neither. Is there a way to grab the whole party? Can I do
Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh, I
click and
can!
drag to
Oh
grab
my
them.
god, it's
Oops.
a wonder!
Sorry.
I'm moving the whole party!
See, and if I hadn't have joked about /follow, you wouldn't have even thought to do that, would you?
Oh my god! Look! It's brilliant!
Now how can control everybody's character?
Woo!
He's getting mightily too excited about that as well. isn't he?
Shut up, thing. I didn't give you the right to speak.
How?
Yes.
I'm just wondering how you're moving them and not conforming to grid.
What do you mean? I'm just picking them up and dragging them. Why?
But you're not on the grid when you drop them.
Huh! That's interesting.
Oh well. As long as they're moderately close together, it's fine.
Hang on, I'll put them back on the grid. Hang on, I'm not snapping to. I am snapping to grid individually, just not as a group apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, odd.
That's fine. We're good.
No.
Yes, Mrs. Thing. Yes,
She sounds stern.
she does. She's real. So you can just imagine thing like, "I'm sorry, please whip me again.
We have to meet this lady soon.
Oh,
Spank me with the special stick."
Gosh.
one more thing I will mention about Roll20 is that if for whatever reason you guys want to check this off offline, you can just log in and launch the campaign, and you should be able to get into the map and check the journals and stuff like that.
Or current maps you've left up.
That sounds awfully like homework,
I'm just saying you can do it.
or possibly like nerd work.
And then I can send Lindsay in-character emails and...
Oh, you just try it.
Nerd work. I like that.
What, have you not noticed what happens when game emails start flying around?
Uh-huh.
What happens?
I completely ignore them. I'm like, it is not game day, therefore I am not replying.
Yeah. Let's send some fashion emails and buy some shoes.
I've only bought 2 pairs of shoes today. Thank you.
It's pretty good for a day, sweetie. How many have you bought this month?
I've been desperate. Desperate shoes, thank you.
I know you have.
When
Lindsay's only got 40 pairs, 50 pairs,
when you
70
lose as
pairs.
much weight as I have, you clearly have to lose weight off your feet as well, and therefore none of my shoes fit. It's a sad, sad state of affairs.
Just
That's
put on an
right.
extra pair of socks.
She got some nice jeans.
Yes, thanks. All right.
So I think we're leery of the statue down to the south.
I just don't trust it. It just seems to be pointing angrily in my direction, and I don't like that. That may just be paranoia, but I mean, we
To
could
be
just I
fair,
suppose.
that probably describes most statues of the Rune Lord of Wrath, pointing angrily.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was coming from the south, she wouldn't. From your description, as I recall, she wouldn't be pointing angrily in my direction.
Unless she would
believe
swivel
that's
to point
correct.
there.
Which statue are we talking about?
It looks like the tit. It's south of us on the corridor, down the corridor.
Little nipple pasty
Little
thing.
alcove thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing. This thing.
How do you do that then again?
Press and hold.
The chamber is bare save for a statue depicting a regal-looking woman wielding a ranseur. She stands in a battle-ready pose, with the tip of the ranseur aimed at the northern entrance to the room.
Oh, alas.
Yeah, That's what I heard. All I heard was she's going to angrily zap me with chain lightning or something.
Well, the last statue we came across was enchanted, but the enchantment had gone south a bit, so it wasn't doing its protective thingy.
So, oh yeah, do you want to go try and figure it out then?
Well, we can either do that or explore here, or go back to
I think that's funny.
the room with the first statue and try the door with noise across it, or one of the other doors.
There's also
There's that
this
whole
little
corridor
hallway and
over
stuff
here.
over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've not been that way, have we? So why don't we
Nope.
go try? Should we go look over there first?
sounds good.
As we have some issues, let's go to that point and see what we see.
Okay.
Let's see how good you are at opening up the fog of war, Lockhart.
As we expose ourselves to anything down the corridor without looking first.
Hey, that's pretty good, Lockhart.
The unfortunate thing is that it's only in squares, so when
Yeah.
I get to a circular room, it'll take me forever.
I think what they need to do is have it so you can set predefined areas, and then you can just delete polygons off the map.
That's setting predefined areas is more similar to what they do with the dynamic lighting.
Right.
Okay, is that stairs down from us there?
I'll check in a moment. My selector thing is not working very well.
Oh no!
There we go.
Awesome. There's a little black line just there.
They would appear to be stairs up.
Mm.
So, to the south, we have this oddly shaped room retains some of the trappings of its former glory. Remarkably well-preserved tapestries hang at the back of alcoves above stone benches. Both depict a mountain with a woman's face carved into the peak with an immense bridge that crosses the ocean below, while at the mountain's base rises a strange city. A single stone pillar stands in the middle of the room, the image of a seven-pointed star, with a hole in its center carved into its north face. A brass portcullis stands to the west, barring entry into a hallway leading beyond.
Okay.
Guess I should sketch that down.
Well, let's wait until we see what's down the other corridor to figure out which room we go into.
The room to the west. A pillar stands at either end of this wide room. The northern pillar is carved with the image of a beautiful woman wielding a ranseur. The southern pillar depicts 7 robed men and women, their features eroded with the years. Each of them holds one segment of the 7-pointed star. Strange runes are carved into the floor.
So that would probably be the 7 rune lords for the 7 sins of Thessalonian magic. And Elasmus to the north.
That would seem reasonable.
So, south or west, people?
West.
West?
West.
Okay,
Oh,
west. West it is.
That was just based on
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Floop.
Pet Shop Boys. But
Oh, go west. Very good, sweetie.
All right.
West End girls.
As
Gary,
you
can
enter-
you read these runes?
I was just going to mention, as you enter
Oh.
the rune,
Sorry.
Gary recognizes the runes are in Thessalonian. They read, "Does true power lie within the one or the many?"
Okay.
that sounds a bit profound for this time of the morning.
Right.
What the heck? I'll be brave. That's the only writing out there.
Yes.
I'm going to cast up Detect Magic first and scan about, just to see how much.
And
Exactly.
that constitutes brave, does it,
Oh
Gary?
no, the brave comes afterwards. I just want to see how much potential zappage I'm going to get if I guess wrong with this.
All right. Both pillars have a weak magical aura on them.
Okay, weak. I can deal with weak.
Isn't weak up to level 4?
Probably.
I will go touch the north
think it's
pillar.
Maybe level 3. Which pillar?
The north pillar with Lasmus on it.
All right.
You're just going to grab her boobies and tweak them.
Well, she's the one. And they're the many.
Now she's Rune Lord of Wrath, not Lust.
Yes.
All right. So you place your hand upon the statue.
On her boobies.
Alisnist's image glows for a moment, and then you feel invigorated and wiser.
Ooh.
You receive a +1 insight bonus on attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. Basically, +1 to everything.
Nice.
Nice.
My turn.
Right? What is Misaki doing?
How does that effect manifest itself on the outside of his person?
He doesn't visually change, as far as you can tell. The statue glows.
I was going to say something rude then, but I didn't. Okay. I'm good. I'll just watch.
Okay.
Is there any other details of the statue besides just the?
It's much more well preserved than the southern statue.
I'll touch the statue.
All right.
I'm goosing her ass.
Images. The image of Elasmus glows again, and you also feel invigorated and insightful. And
Is there a reason that you got a feeling of a statue?
Give it a try.
Why?
It'll make you feel better.
Well, you can touch the other statue as a control group,
It's a magical enhancement, I think.
but I think less nice things would happen to you if you.
You don't
Touch
look
that.
any different.
Just touch the statue.
Shan't.
Would I lie to you?
If you're under the influence of strange magic, you might.
That's true.
You might be being controlled like a puppet by the statue.
I promise you I'm not.
We can see things normal people can't see. Do things.
Okay.
Just what you want to hear
I'll
on
give
a level
it
that's
to you,
filled with
Fred.
devils, right?
I shall touch the statue on her foot.
All right. You
Because
touch
I
your
am not
foot.
doing up her boobies.
The whole image glows all the same, and you feel more insightful, and also gain the plus one bonus to all rolls.
Hooray! Hooray!
Plus 1, 2,
Brunsk, want to touch the statue?
Awesome.
Brunsk told, not trust glowing statue.
It's kind of cool. It gives you goosebumps.
Give you goosebumps.
Brunsk, wait and see.
Let's see.
And of course, on our first encounter, it'll switch itself to a crippling weakness, but that's,
Always.
Now I want to know what the other statue does, or the pillar does, but I don't want to touch it myself to find out, so I just assume it would be bad.
I think that's probably a fair assumption, actually.
So nothing looks like it's movable on the statue, or...
Not unless you were to try and break it off.
Mobile buffs. That's kind of awesome.
It's probably a little heavy of a statue, I'd guess.
What is
It's just an image carved onto this huge 10-foot diameter pillar.
That's what Brunsk is for. It's to carry our shit. He's an ass, right?
No, he's not a dwarf.
It's funny. Is it we're going to get... Brunsk won't touch this.
He doesn't particularly want to. Are you trying to force him to?
I'd never force anyone to do anything. That would be rude.
Hmm.
Are you two going to have
Be
a...
superstitious of strange
Fight again.
magic in strange dungeon.
I understand that.
Shall we continue on to the left?
Sure.
Alright.
Your dog's being
Yes.
naughty again, dear.
My dog is being naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her it's too early for dinner yet.
He's not doing that.
Oh.
What's she doing?
Ah.
He's doing this thing that requires me to go and fill this bottle of water again in a minute.
You're going to squirt her ass.
So as we creep down the corridor 10 feet at a time, checking for traps at every... No.
Of course, as a master thief,
Thief.
I crawl handspan by handspan looking for traps.
Screw it. Who has the most hit points?
Not me.
Alright, I'll ask for perception checks as you make your way down.
I knew there was a macro I needed to add.
Ha! That's the first one I added, stupid boy. I got 25.
Very good.
My perception
By the
roll.
way, Lindsay, do you object to the impromptu surname I gave Misaki?
I didn't think that was the surname I gave myself. I was looking at it and I was thinking, that's quite a good name for me. I don't remember coming up with that. But I didn't question it.
Boom.
I was like, I
14.
don't remember coming up with that. I never said a word.
I
That
couldn't
says how
remember-
much I
I
noticed.
couldn't remember Niramor's extra stuff. I thought he had a few titles and
N-
whatnot.
Niramor is referred to as Niramor the Pure.
There we
They're
go.
more the
Mhm.
arse.
And then it's Gary, the elf.
Yes. And Brunsk, the something or other, bearded.
The Smelly.
I totally need to.
The
So
Hirsute.
2 25s and a 22. That's not too shabby on.
No. Yeah, I was reading as a 14, but it's actually I rolled a 14.
Yep.
I like how our dice are all different colours. That's kind of useful.
Yes. Still no timestamp.
I have to say why it needs rolling 1d20 plus 11 when it actually shows me a d20 plus 11. I'm not quite sure.
Well, it didn't used to show you the shape of the die before they added that
Right.
feature in.
So, but I mean, it needs one or the other. Surely, doesn't need both. It's telling me the same thing.
Yeah, it's a bit clunky. It's a bit big.
I think
So
that they did all the same lower the amount of space it takes. It seems to take up less than the
Yeah.
previous.
I'd like to be able to reduce the font in
Yeah.
there to go.
To make it smaller.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it does seem like dice roller for the blind right now.
So do we
Uh,
perceive anything at that junction when we...
Yes. I just wanted to check one more thing. What's current light source and who has it? Is it just light spell on runes, basically?
We've got the...
Did we move all the way to the end there? Did we not
I-
look up?
Oh, sorry. Did you want
Appear
to
to
go
have.
there?
Oh no, we've been to that hexagonal
Yeah.
room, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
I
you're
kinda
right. That's
figured-
fine.
The map made it pretty obvious.
That's fine. Yes, you're right.
That was like Canadian sarcasm, Hal.
Really? Just sounded like Lockhart talking.
Well, the last light spell probably is worn off on Brunsk. I could
Wow.
re-up it, or we can be using the lantern.
Cast it on his codpiece.
Mhm.
I think Hal wasn't pleased with the tactics of the light spell.
I have to say, well, not when we're trying to move around kind of quietly. When we're opening doors quietly and perfectly silently, and there's just this big fucking glow, it makes it kind of
Yeah,
hard.
when I roll like 37 for like sneak, and then
Yeah,
you-
it's secretly open the door, and there's just like this huge hairy guy. He's like glowing bright white.
All right, I'll continue to carry the lantern then. And
Okay.
At least then we have, because it's hooded, so we have some control over the range of the light. Then at least.
So then, with your hooded lantern, pretty much all of you can hear further down around the corner. There's kind of the sound of fighting. It's maybe only 2 or 3 people. Mostly kind of the sound of weapons hitting each other, like quarter staves or something like that.
training or something.
It doesn't sound very frantic, but it's an impression of sound. Yeah.
if you say it's rhythmic beating of sticks, I'm going to move to Canada and beat you to death.
It is not the rhythmic beating of sticks.
Just checking.
I believe the technical term's fapping of sticks.
It's REO Speedwagon instead.
Fapping? What the hell? Word? Oh, I don't even want to know. I've never heard that word in my life.
What word?
Fapping?
Fapping. You've never heard that term.
No,
Like the meme to the fap cave.
no.
I don't get that either. What's that about?
Hal, you make up your own meme and you're trying to make it popular by pretending it's like really big and famous. So everybody that's listening to this will go and look it up.
Just type it into the internet.
No.
I'll stick with the Temple of Spain
Hal
instead.
is right in that it is a rather famous word, I think.
Thank you.
Just because 2 people know it doesn't make it famous. Thank you.
Hey, I'm English and live in America, and he's from Canada, so that's 2 people on different sides of the world, because Canada is on the other side of the world to us, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
It's our 51st
At least-
state.
At least it is in the Texan geography books.
Nice. So we hear the sound of small number combat. Not very fierce, but
Should we
combat
creep?
sounding almost.
Should we maneuver our ass down the corridor?
Now that I've got the buckler, can I hold the lantern and use the shield and have something in the other hand? Or
Unfortunately, light doesn't really. Oh wait. So okay. So you're saying you can hold the lantern with your buckler hand? Yes, that's correct.
okay,
Yeah, because a buckler straps to your lower arm.
Yeah.
all right.
You don't hold a buckler; it's strapped on generally.
So how low is the light when you're here? Are you basically shuttering it all the way in?
I think quite
Yeah.
low. So maybe we just kind of keep it kind of just amongst ourselves, as it were.
So at this point, pretty much only Nearmore can see properly.
We've got low light.
The rest of you can see like within 5 or 10 feet of it.
Okay.
And poor Brunsk is in the dark.
Can I peek round the corner?
Sure, make me a stealth check.
Ha 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 ha! You funny.
Shiny middle boy.
You're so funny, Lockhart. You're funny. 11.
Silver Justice is not very stealthy.
Don't even do it.
Hey, I've got some points in it. What more do you want?
How about a good roll?
All right.
The hell are they? Oh, those are those nipple rubbers.
And
Nipple rubbers.
two pointy.
And for anybody that
guys.
remembers the last game and wonders whether I didn't sleep that night, I didn't sleep that night. But it wasn't to do with those things. So I didn't email Lockhart until, was it like 8 o'clock the next morning? I emailed you
Around
and
8 o'clock, I
sleep.
think.
What, did you not sleep because of the nipple rubbers?
I didn't sleep. I can't remember what it was, but it was nothing to do with them. I just didn't get. It was just one of those nights I didn't sleep again.
It's all Lockhart's fault.
Well, he also did the voice when he was like, "Are you there?"
The hell is that? Oh, it's an imp. It says imp.
And on a
That's so
statue.
cool.
I love it.
That's really cool, Lockhart.
I love its horns.
That's
Oh my
cool.
God.
And I could click it and make it pop up bigger, apparently.
Can I save the picture from this?
You could
Will it
probably,
let me?
you could probably sketch
Oh, I
it.
can.
but-
I can.
Really? What can you
Image
do?
as.
Really?
Right click, save image.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
I can
Hey,
make them horns.
we're stealing your shit, Lockhart.
No, because I'm
Am I still
making
on?
horns, aren't I?
Oh, yeah, you are making horns. They're nice horns,
They're
too.
cool ones. I like
And
them.
they join
Thumbs
up
up
at
for
the
me
front.
there. For a second. Anyway,
I like them. Oh,
Cool. Do we have to close this window, or do you do it?
you guys can close it.
I closed it.
Okay, yes, I think we individually have to close it.
Okay,
That's
can you
cool.
find me a picture of that thing from the front?
No.
Maybe one day. That would be nice. Thank you.
All right. So, a curving balcony wraps around the east side of the room. A stair descends 10 feet to the floor below. You can see 2 Nuparibos in sort of mock kind of combat with their spear. Basically, when they do hit each other, they typically aren't actually damaging each other for the most part. As Nearmore peeks around, he sees 2 small creatures with wings, both cheering on one or the other of the Nuparibos. And then, well, let's see, what was his result? I should actually make them roll.
An
perception
11.
Instead of just... Yeah.
You want me to roll perception, did you say?
No,
Oh.
I rolled perception. So what do
Yes.
we do here? Is it roll / roll?
/R, yeah.
Slash-
Unless you wanted a GM roll so that we don't see it.
Yeah! Oh my goodness. You know, even with that little bit of light, it reflects so nicely off Nearmore's skin that both of them are distracted as the light shines in their eyes and are made...
They're dazzled for 10 rounds.
They look up, shout something in a language that none of you speak Infernal, so you don't understand, and the Nuparibos stop their fight and turn around.
Oh, yeah.
God, they must be bored.
Ooh, turn order. That's cool.
Currently tokens on this page.
That's interesting.
What? What?
Just looking at stuff.
Ah, stuff.
Like me.
That is you.
So you guys roll your initiatives.
17.
11.
22.
And I suppose that's Brunsk, isn't it? Brunsk. right.
This is as close as I've ever been online gaming to real life gaming.
It's pretty good, right? Not bad. Nipple rubbers. Are you rolling their initiative separately? Oh, you have to drag their icons in, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
So.
At least they weren't too hard last time.
Can you choose to roll as nipple rubbers from the thing at the bottom?
No, they're not set up as characters, only tokens.
Oh, okay. You'd think as a GM you'd be able to roll the token names. Are your tokens named?
The tokens are named. That's why they have names on the track.
Okay.
That was sarcasm as well.
I just thought it was Canadian in.
That was bitchy sarcasm.
Clearly his panty girdle's too tight.
I haven't heard that word for a long time.
Gary.
Well,
Gary is
panty
-1.
girdle.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Just because I've got a -1 on...
What's interesting?
When I move, or when I move my mouse in the turn order thing,
Yeah, it just highlights the
it
person.
highlights.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. That's nice. So can we actually check down the turn order? So
Yes. Well, I don't know what you guys can do, but I can check down the turn order.
yeah, we can't do anything. We just use wave. We can just
I can
wave
scroll over and highlight, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Alright
can
then.
do.
So, in any event, Miramor is first.
Woo! I guess we're going into combat, aren't we?
Would appear so.
Yes.
Do they look like they're about to fight?
The Nuparibos have indeed turned around with their spears and would seem to be about to lurch towards you. Imps,
Awesome.
it's a bit hard to tell right now.
They're probably going to say something creepy.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going here.
You
I'm
declare
gonna move-
the war.
I am moving up to the nipple rubbers, and I'm going to attempt to hit one with my fist.
Okay.
Should I charge it?
You had to turn the corner.
Oh yeah, you're right. I had to turn the
Yeah.
corner. It's okay. Okay, so this is +1 because of that wangy thing.
Yes.
10. Woo! Feel my 1.
No.
Air fist.
You
You should have flurried.
I can't because I moved.
Imp number 1 seems to cheer a little bit as his Nuparibo somehow dodges your attack.
I think I fluffed it rather than him dodging, to be quite honest.
Well, if you want to
Cheers
do that
all
in
the same.
combat, that's...
Misaki. So, Misaki, you
Could get in there.
Unfortunately, Misaki can't see much right now because the torch or the lantern is still turned down.
Oh, damn you, Gary, and your slowness.
Ooh.
Whoa.
How far can I see? Where did he disappear? Like,
You run into the darkness.
So there's there no lights in here at all?
Nope.
There is 0 light source. This entire level is completely dark.
For the most part, yes, they have dark vision.
I guess they do.
It's not complete though.
And there's not magical, ever-burning torches left about from the...
Yeah, that's about as far as you can see.
Where I didn't sit down. I think I missed the
That
point.
aura around Gary?
I don't see Gary's aura.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's because I don't have you guys to see it.
Okay,
That's pretty cool.
that is cool. Yes. Not very far, is it?
No.
Well,
That's about the source of the light, right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
about a light source's distance anyway.
Well, when it's almost hooded down with low light vision, it'd be around 10 feet away from Gary. Yeah.
Right.
So
I will. I'll go in after him, but
you I don't know. To be honest, unless you're gonna like prepare a weapon or something, you
I'm not
almost
gonna
have to
see
wait
it,
until
so-
you almost have to wait until Gary can pop up, unless you have a light source yourself.
I do.
But it's not immediate, I don't think.
No.
Yeah. It
Unless you've got a
like
tinder twig or something.
No, I don't think so.
So I'm beginning to rethink just making Brunsk glow and just bullying through everything, because this is light source business is becoming tedious.
Yes.
The problem is you guys can't see, so we need to either just bull through and be glowing and light all the time, or
Yeah. Then
not.
what's the point in my character?
Exactly, sneaking basically is taken off the table at that point.
Until we
So-
get dark vision amulets for the rest of the party, yeah.
They're dark vision goggles.
Well, yeah.
Dark vision goggles, I like that. So
That's right.
why,
Gary does
why,
have sunglasses on that. Should
why don't you hold your action until Gary can activate the lantern?
Okay, that's what I was about to say.
All right, Nukaribos 1 and 2. So
Nipple rubbers.
As they now eviscerate.
more with their spears. Does a 19 hit?
20. Oh, or is it minus 1?
Is it minus
Oh,
one?
sorry, a 20.
Yeah, the 20 will hit me.
All right. So he does indeed hit you with a spear for 1 point of damage.
And it sucks your soul into the abyss.
Sure.
So can you guys adjust your hit points on the fly? There you go. Very good.
I'm doing it.
All right. Brunsk. Brunsk is kind of in the same boat as Masaki. The imps. The imps seem to just be cheering on as much as you can see. Again, the south one seems to be very happy that his one has not only dodged an attack but has stabbed you as well.
Little bitch.
Drawn whatever
Wow.
passes for blood in Nearmore.
Now we have Gary the elf.
Okay, I'm just going to tag Brunt's head with light, or his hat, or whatever, his helmet.
Very good.
Give him an aura. Give him an aura.
See, the thing is, this is once I set up for dynamic lighting.
Hmm.
Let's see, was it 30 feet?
Do you have to actually draw the walls and stuff for dynamic lighting, man?
Yes.
Isn't that terrifyingly hard work?
What does
Well,
that
the thing is, though, once I set that up, I can kind of turn Fog of War off and just have you guys have your light sources. So I draw the walls ahead of time, but then I don't have to reveal each rune. Because just
Oh, okay, I
tokens
get you.
reveal it.
So you just got to kind of trace around the walls.
what does all these things that you're saying mean? I don't know what fog of...
Basically, Fog of War is the blackness where we can't see the map.
Okay,
So what he's saying is the entire map will be black,
okay.
and he'll draw the walls, and we'll move through the corridors with a set amount of how far we can see, and that's what we'll see.
That's really annoying.
It's kind of cool, though.
Well,
Everybody-
but I hate it. But I feel
And
blind.
then Hal will be moving us around to reveal parts of the corridor. And it's like, what if we step over here? Oh,
What's dynamic lighting?
That's what that is.
What?
Is
The dynamic
Gary doing-
lighting is displaying. It's revealing the Fog of War as our characters would be
Oh,
able
okay.
to see it.
Sorry, I
it
didn't...
just happens automatic, yeah.
Does it also hide it behind us?
It would.
Okay, so we'd have to map it.
Or remember,
So we'd have to map it.
I ain't mapping it.
Harry, you moving in or anything?
We'll figure out if we use it or not. It's a feature.
How you moving, Gary?
oh, I suppose I could do that.
Get your lazy ass around that corner. Stop doing that spangly thing. Oh,
Henry
hello.
moves quite close to combat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep. All right, Masaki.
Masakosaurus.
You can pretty much see. You have low light vision, so things are pretty bright for you.
Okay. What's the furthest I can get into the room now then?
You can get into combat with the one above me.
5, 10,
I think.
20, 25, 30. Yep.
Yeah,
You can move
okay.
right north of Nearmore.
Chop at something.
Okay, what are the little green lines then?
There are health bars.
God, it's like playing Warcraft.
I know, it's scary. If you actually notice, mine has a slight sliver of grey down the right-hand side because I've taken some wounds.
Feel free to make suggestions. I just thought it would be nice for the party to be able to see their health bars.
I guess, to be honest, in actual real life, we'd be able to see who was chopped up and who wasn't. Maybe not to the hit point, but, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, around the tabletop, I'm used to just seeing miniatures and just, remembering who got hit and, in my head. But this is nice.
I thought I'd
That
let
could
you
just
guys
go
see
all
your
the
health
time.
bars, and I just see the enemy health bars, and...
Nice.
Is that right? I'm there, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can hit as well.
Yep.
Can I do combat expertise and stuff still, or is it just a...
You can
Power
have those
attack.
on.
Power attack or combat expertise or both?
I don't know
I
yet.
forget you've got those complicated things.
I'm going to make a macro for him in a minute. I've just written them
Okay.
down.
Kill the little bitch. You've got a +1 to hit anywhere from that
These
swinging.
guys were fairly harmless.
Yeah, they weren't that hard to hit, I don't think, last time.
No.
Okay. I'll
So
just
you
do like a regular hit then with the normal +1.
Power attack!
I haven't got a macro set up for it yet.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It'll be complicated.
And this is another thing you can do offline is go and adjust your macros and add more if you want to.
Child,
It's a bit wangly.
like I said, if somebody had warned me,
I'm
anybody
sorry.
warned
Hey,
me
Linz, do you
beforehand,
actually have an account for this, or are you doing it totally through Google Hangouts?
totally through Google Hangouts at the minute.
That is pretty cool.
I need to hit with my
Crossbow.
blade. Right?
Sure.
Yeah,
Why?
that's to hit with my crossbow is a thing.
Okay. I'll just.
Ah, haha, I can reorder the macros in the bar thing.
Yes.
I didn't realise that.
18.
Yes.
Are you
yes.
dragging them? Or...
No, 17. if
I'm dragging them.
Expertise.
Oh, you gotta grab the little tip
It
thing.
still,
yeah.
it still hits.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a little.
But remember, you have that +1 from that statue as well.
Yeah, so 18 then. You're right. Correct. Alright, so damage is then going to be
Lots.
10. +1. Is it
10
+1
plus
to
one?
damage as well?
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
They don't have a bar. Why don't they have a bar?
Lockhart can see the bar.
If I can tell how damaged Hal's character is, why can't I tell how damaged they are?
Because he's your friend.
Is there more alien?
More likely I'm shouting, ah!
I call bullshit on that answer.
I call bullshit on that. I like that.
If I can tell that one thing is bleeding, I can tell that something else is damaged too. So either we all have a bar, or none of us have a bar.
I'm guessing that red X means he's pretty dead.
You realize it would be easier for me to have none of you have a bar, yes?
That's fine with me.
And I could still have my own little hidden bars.
Yeah, that's fine with me too. I don't care, but I'm all about fairness and equality in gaming.
I like that. Fairness and equality. I love it. So is that new Paribo out?
Yes, that's so
then?
you had,
He
Lindsay.
has fallen down and is dripping waxy ichor from the wound.
But there's no bar, so how do I know?
He's put a cross over him.
But there's no bar. I can't tell that he's got no hit points left.
True.
He's in his negatives.
I'm gonna get bitch slapped in a minute.
Arr.
All right, that's Misaki.
I'm not
Brunsk.
Niparibo or whatever they're called.
5, 10,
Nipple rubber.
20. Can he even kind of get into here?
He can if he goes around Masaki, I think, and stands over the body of the fallen new Pariba.
Fair enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still provokes, but it's Brunsk. He kind of does that stuff.
Does he provoke?
While the other one is threatening all around that area.
Yeah, but he's moving. What? Oh, has he got range? Reach?
No, but Misaki,
That's
he moves
fair.
through Misaki's space.
Well, can't he move over Masaki and then back down?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'll lift up my
No.
skirt. You can go between my legs.
Nope, doesn't work. But
No?
it's Brunsk.
Okay.
And 14 doesn't hit him. I'm not used to this. Did the numbers used to be on the other side?
Yes, they did. I keep reading the dice instead of the... Yeah.
So Brunsk moves.
It's odd that the highlighted number is not the one that you need to focus on.
Yeah, you're right with that.
Well, from an accessibility point of view.
No, the bold one's the one.
That you actually roll, yeah.
The one that I first see is the one that's
With the
highlighted.
dice shape around it.
Right. But relying on the colors bad for people with colorblind, so it is a good usability thing to go with bold.
If you're dyslexic though, like the first one that you look at is the one that is highlighted. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been looking at the dice roll numbers of the total, and
I
Yeah.
used to be the disability officer for my university, so I'm all about accessibility on websites and shit like
I
that.
forgot you used to be a disabilities officer.
Yes, I used to be lots of things.
in any event, Brunsk slips slightly on the puddle of ichor he's now standing in and misses.
Ica.
And we
Collect
have
it.
to near more. The imps are looking slightly worried now.
Ha ha ha! We're coming for you next. That's why.
I will 5-foot step to
Maybe I
that.
should have taken Infernal or something.
A 5-foot step so that I am opposing Brunsk, and I will flurry the thing in front of me. So this is +3 technically.
Opposed Brunsk, but he's on our side.
Push now. 12.
It'll hit.
28.
Yes. That should be 29.
Total of 11 damage. Yes, 29.
+2.
Oh yeah, +2. 13 damage.
You're using your fists?
Yes.
All
But
right.
But they're awesome.
Are they awesome? How awesome?
Well, they're my fists.
Okay.
Do they count as
So,
cold iron? or
When,
anything?
when we say fist, we're obviously meaning knees and stuff as well.
That's
Right,
stuck.
but you don't count as cold iron for
I'm
damage
more-
reduction, or
Yeah, I'm more trying to think what damage reductions you get past.
Oh, I get 0. Oh, I get 0 because I haven't perceived them because I forgot. God damn it.
Oh, that's right. You do your perception.
That's something else I need to add a macro for, which is why I forgot.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, I'm sure Hal was doing damage to these things before, but right
It
now he's
was,
only
because
done...
I forgot to... Where are we? Perception. I've forgotten what it is now as
Al's
well.
gonna be dangerous, but he's got the dumb today.
No, I've just forgot. It's been a while since we played because we kept putting the goddamn game
2
off.
weeks or something.
That's a
Yeah.
long time.
Your first punch just gets absorbed completely by the black remains of its gut. The second one, you hear a very small crack.
Nice. Thanks, Lockhart. Hang on, now I've got to figure out what I'm rolling for that.
Okay. Rose 2. He can be removed. This one. He will continue going for the silver monk that he's been trying to attack so far. 14 is not going to hit, however.
No, it's not.
The imps. The one to the north seems very upset and is throwing a tantrum, basically. The other one is pointing and laughing at him while at the same time trying to continue to cheer on the one last standing Nuparibo.
it must be his Nuparibo champion that went down.
Gary.
Gary, I will foolishly come up to here and try and stabilize that Nuparibo that was bleeding out.
Really?
That seems odd.
We've been leaving things alive before. And
No, this thing's a devil. It's just going to vanish back to Devil Land.
Yes.
oh,
It doesn't actually exist here, really.
fine. I will step up and swing with my mighty longsword ineffectively at it.
Typically, the things you've been stabilizing are the really pathetic things like mites or tower girls who are human and stuff.
Right.
Oh, I see. I didn't know we were being classist on it.
We're not. We're just being smart.
You're being plainest.
That's right. Plainest.
11 to hit.
No. Mind you, Hal, did those rules have your +1 to damage on them?
What?
No.
Your damage rules?
No, they didn't.
So 6 and 7 points.
You did slightly more damage.
Hooray! Hooray for slightly more anything.
All right, Misaki. It
What are
has
the imps doing?
not much. They're basically watching. One of them has kind of cursing as his Nuparibo fell down, and the other one is pointing at laughing at him.
What do I know about imps other than that they're...
Do you have knowledge planes?
No.
I do.
Not anything really. If Gary wants to roll knowledge planes, he can.
Sure.
That would be maybe useful.
They appear to be some sort of outsider from one of the naughty planes. They're
Naughty
probably
planes.
not nice and want to kill
Oops.
you and eat your soul.
Um,
26.
Wow, that is... You know quite a lot about imps. Yeah. What can I say? They're imps. They're kind of
Impish charm.
Can they speak anything other than the language that they speak?
Typically, they're able to speak common.
In the 10,000 years down here, they probably learned a trick or two.
I'm going to see if the SRD has one of those really nice little things that gives me stuff to explain.
Okay. I'm going to try talking to one of them. Why not?
Oh, stupid autocorrect.
Parley.
Why are you fighting with these things? They're stupid and dumb, and that's really lame. Stupid imps.
Okay.
You should fight each other. That would be cooler.
All right. I'll give the response a moment. Imps are basically the small, lower-ranked devils that are actually intelligent and autonomous. Typically, they try to tempt humans and whatnot, hire themselves out familiars to gain favors from wizards, that sort of stuff. They have a few spell-like abilities, most notoriously the ability to turn invisible at will. They are resistant. They are resistant to acid and cold, immune to fire and poison. They have fast healing and damage reduction that's bypassed by something that is either good or silver.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, and I'm made of silver.
They have poisonous barb on
Just
their
throw you at
tail.
them.
Right.
And that's it for the most part. All right. So as you speak to them,
Mhm.
well, it's always fun to watch them fight each other. It's not like we're going to get hurt. It's a lot more fun to watch you guys get killed, though.
Yeah, well, you didn't do very well at that because they're dead, and then we're going to come and kill you unless.
This one's still up.
Yeah.
Nipperbo #1 is still up.
Where? Oh, okay. I
Bastard.
thought that was one of us for some reason. That's because he's got a bar on him. Because he's got.
Nearmore's bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh well, I'll just hit him then. I thought there was nobody left to hit.
No, that's fine.
I'll just hit him. It's easier. My blade seemed to do pretty good last time, so I shall do the same again.
Okay.
And I'll just do that. And it's got a minus
12.
one my combat expertise, and then +1 from the
Unfortunately,
wang thing. No,
an
it's not
11
hit.
will not hit.
No. Okay. I'll just
Or-
look slightly embarrassed at the imp because I'm rubbing off and not really doing anything. Oops.
All right.
I think that has
Brunsk.
a good sense to be shamed.
Brunsk tries to take this one down with Heidi and Sheila.
Heidi and Sheila. That's funny.
All right, so yes. More than enough to make it fall down.
Ha!
Um,
Ha! Figured it out.
What?
I'm using my stats that I've entered into the system to make this roll dynamically.
What is that?
Ooh.
all right.
Can you- Go and get the dog something.
What a good...
Shit out of me.
Nearmore.
I'll be back.
Oh, Nearmore.
Ruby, what you doing? Oh, I see you shook my gate.
Yeah.
And then as this one falls down,
No, just go and just give her a treat for now or something.
when
Dog
this
and I,
one falls down, they seem to have a small discussion amongst each other, more or less saying that, it's dead, but mine is better than yours.
Why? Because it lasted slightly longer.
And damaged Nearmore.
Yeah. Don't make me purge your invisibility, because I can totally do that.
I'm back.
Oh,
So as I recant on the,
Is it me? What's going on?
taxonomy of imps.
What did we say?
both of them are down. The imps kind of are having another little infernal conversation. The one to the south is now a little sad that his has fallen down, but all the same, his did better than the others, so he's happy.
So
Very
I get
good.
10 feet up, or
Yeah, it's about 10 feet up, balcony-wise.
But they're sat on the balcony right now.
More or less.
So if I went up on the balcony, I could punch one.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just checking. Are we punching these things?
That seems to be our tactic with evil things.
Very good. Do we know anything about them, Thingster?
Yes, I was reciting their taxonomy earlier.
Are they immune to anything? Silver and stuff, right?
Fire. What? Yeah.
Silver is good to damage them.
5. I get to hear.
Well, they're not immune to silver, right?
No.
No, silver bypasses their damage reduction.
Oh, okay. I just heard the words immune and silver, and I was like, no.
No.
Okay.
Literally, I was just my brain just went because I was
Ninja
just writing
backstab.
all my weapons and which of them were silvered.
So you've moved up to it? And
I've made the
Yes.
best looking sheet ever. Look,
You're
I
perceiving
am-
it.
I have got my weapon and then like the macro for how to hit it, and then how to damage it, and then how to do the combat expertise macro, and then how to do the power
Nice.
attack one as well, and then the actual damage for all of
So,
those.
so you have the one for power attack and combat expertise at the same
down.
time.
I haven't done it on the thing yet, but I'm writing them all down first, like a spreadsheet, and then.
Okay, I am attempting to exploit its weaknesses. Let me
I'm
move
boring.
that.
Sorry, Hal.
No, you're not boring. You're wonderful.
You know, getting involved and being excited about something new and interesting, and
I'm terribly sorry, sweetie.
don't worry, I'm good.
Oh,
I need your approval.
now I feel bad.
Good. So you should. You should.
I love you too, dear. I exploit its weakness. A 16.
That's pretty good.
DC is just 10 plus its CR, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, you do indeed have its weakness. It's tiny.
Hooray! I find its tiny weakness and I punch it really hard. So this is going to be +1 for mauling that statue, +2 for exploiting its weakness. So +3, and it's ignoring its damage reductions.
Okay,
21.
that will hit it.
This is +1 to damage. 8.
All right. You deal a solid hit to the creature.
Take that, Mr. Creature.
Take that, you fiend.
I guess I always picture with exploit weakness, I'm basically like opening its mouth and like pulling its tonsils out or something. You know, immune to silver, my ass.
I see it like a crosshair kind of thing, like scanning it, like a.
To find the one point that's not immune to silver, which is invariably its anus.
No, it's gonna be like where the leech is doing it, and it's
So are
like
you zooming in anyways?
yeah, it's like a tricorder noise as well.
All right.
Like
Oops.
that, with like a little circle pinging like.
It's really sensitive to holding down.
Yeah.
So it shrieks out nasally as you punch it. Little demonic black blood going from its broken nose,
Take that, you little bitch.
which already seems to be healing itself.
Fast healing.
Lockhart, that's cruel.
It flaps back a little bit, and then
Becomes invisible.
vanishes.
God damn you, invisible
Yeah, they
creatures.
can do that too.
Thanks, thing.
That's what's the. Oh no! Somebody said they already said that they could go invisible.
Yeah, but Hal wasn't around, I think.
I wasn't here.
But
This-
Hal already knows what imps do anyway. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I do. I just pretend not to because I'm in character.
I'm curious. Can you guys see imp number 1 on the tracker still?
Nope.
Nope.
Cool. Only I can see him. That's nice.
I was wondering which one was imp number 1 because it doesn't show on their tokens when.
Yeah,
No,
but
so that's
you can move over them and see the square.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, this one seems also nervous as Nearmore had just basically jumped up the balcony and punched his friend. Also turns invisible. And there is... Nearmore can make me a perception check.
Okay, hold on. I'm just dealing with my macros. I'm about to hit perception now. Did that land? Did I see that? Did that grow?
Didn't say anything.
A 13? A
I
plus 11?
guess. Yeah, plus 11's my perception, so I guess. Yeah, that sucks.
All right.
Roll it, like adds it to the underneath your last roll.
Yeah, that's the bit of an ass, because it just looks like a big block of rolling, which makes it kind of difficult.
It needs some sort of timestamp or line or something.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean, that's if salt if you add the names for everything in, but then it like
But then it
blocks the
things
screen
out.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Niramor is just barely able to kind of hear the flapping of wings from movement, but can't really tell what direction. Possibly because there's flapping of wings coming supposedly very near to you where the other one was invisible too.
Yeah.
Ah.
I will be aware.
Do the people who do this game thing take suggestions still? Because
Yes.
we can write a list.
I like that. I'm
If
going to
you're
write a
paying
list.
something, then you can send them suggestions, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yes. All right. I suppose. Well, I suppose I should still go through you. Is Gary the Elf going to do anything?
Cast glitter dust, Gary the Elf, so we can see them.
Well, as soon as I learn that spell, I will do that. Do I have anything that is?
If you mix a
No.
gallon of white glue and a gallon of glitter and then paint it on the wall, it makes your
It's all
wall
about a bag of flour.
with glitter.
Yes, I do have a bag of bone dust I could hurl into the air, but
Bone dust?
from the skeletons we pounded up in the pantry.
He did
Yes,
say that.
yes,
I told you I was collecting up the bone bits, and you said it was all dust.
Fair
I
enough.
said even better.
Iron fat.
Low in fat dust.
Are you doing anything in particular?
No, I will attempt to perceive to see if I can see where these things went.
I think he was hoping you'd go, oh, yes, you throw the bone dust and you can see that there's one over there, but you didn't say anything, so...
Perception check?
No. 5.
You can't even hear the flapping of their wings. Misaki.
I didn't think they could teleport.
I close my eyes and I listen.
Bloody hell.
All right, that's a perception check.
32.
Ooh, that might actually do something.
They're over there. They're glowing for you.
Let me see
Smarty
here.
pants, nobody can see them, my arse.
That's funny.
Oh, I'm all argumentative, I don't know why.
I like that you're
'Cause you're
argumentative.
No, it's because it's cold and my everything hurts and it sucks.
That your everything hurts.
Grumpy.
Are you grumpy? Don't be grumpy.
This is what happens when I run out of painkillers, everybody.
Oh, baby.
Stupid painkillers.
Yes, I would say that works.
Yeah, I think as well.
You are very certain that one of the imps has flown down the hallway to the east,
Okay.
and the
Is
other
east-
one
Is east to my right on this map?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
east.
Okay, yeah.
The other one is probably right about where it moved to before it turned invisible. So, right there, roughly.
Okay. You know what they need? They need a way so that you could indicate to only one player something on the map. That would be kind of cool.
That is true.
I bet that's really hard to do, though.
Well, they've got that
no.
thing.
Well,
Just I don't know.
Considering the other features they have, like that dynamic lighting, can be tailored per character.
Oh,
mhm.
okay.
That's pretty cool.
That would be kind of cool then, because you could, because obviously those two can't see
Yes.
where I can hear that they're coming from, if that makes sense. So it would be kind of cool if you could have gone, well, you think that one's here and one's here.
So with dynamic lighting, would I see something different on my screen than Lindsay would, or would it be?
If I had it such a way, yes.
That's interesting. Okay. So I will tell the two of them where I think, one's gone down that corridor, I think, and the other one's just about there. And I then will drop my sword,
Okay.
and I will pull out my crossbow,
Okay.
and I will,
Shoot the little bitch.
can I shoot in the same round?
Yeah, as far as I know, you
I've
get.
only
Do you have a
listened.
crossbow? I thought you had a bow now.
Yeah, not a crossbow, just a short bow. I meant bow.
I mean, if you're dropping your sword on the ground, then that
Yeah.
does give you enough time to attack this round.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because I know that there's only one in the room. The other one I think is gone, so
To get his
Um,
buddies.
I'll just drop my sword, pull my short bow. I can't remember the correct word for putting an arrow in it, but
Twang.
whatever it is, and then fire it.
Okay.
Knock an arrow.
I guess there's going to be a minus because I don't know where it is.
Essentially, you're shooting at it. It gets a 50-50 miss chance.
Okay.
Um,
So, can I alleviate that with any of my? Can't really, can I? Can I do? Well, I'm going to use combat expertise because it would be stupid not to, I guess.
can you use combat expertise range? I thought it was a melee thing only.
Oh yeah, it probably is. I don't know.
So you're pretty much just doing a regular range attack roll. I don't think there's any modifiers you add to it, besides from the +1 from the statue.
Okay. 13 plus 1. Probably not
Your
quite.
arrow sails through the air and hits against the wall.
I didn't hit Neramore at least.
No.
Hey! It's alright, I could snatch it out the air.
I should have probably said at that point that I would err on the side of caution and like fire.
Well,
Wait.
I mean, it is 10 feet away from Nearmore anyway. You're fine.
Yeah. So, but at least it indicates to them as well roughly where he is,
Yes.
where I aimed at. So
So
about there.
we'll give Bruns. Bruns will give a -2 because he's guessing approximately where you're looking at, but he will pull out a javelin and try to toss it in the general area you've specified. Did I do a ranged attack for Bruns? No, I didn't. So javelin is going to be a 4. No, he throws a javelin, it bounces off the wall. Did I hit?
I don't think so. I didn't hear anybody go ow.
Nearmore.
So I've been told it's kind of in front of me somewhere.
Well, stand there and hold something out, and I'll direct you.
I'll,
Little left.
do I want to step forward? Is that where it is? And then I'll perceive? Or do I perceive and then step forward? I'll 5-foot step and then perceive.
That seems good.
15.
You're
+1.
No.
Oh yeah,
Does he not get any
16.
help?
You can't be sure.
Does he get any kind of boost to that? The fact that it's clearly going to be within sort of 4 squares of where he is, because
I think at this point I have to guess a square we think it's in
It's
and
still
take a
just
shot at it.
16 for a tiny invisible creature.
Okay.
Right. I am at that square,
Okay.
the one just above the balcony, and I'll flurry it so I get 2 chances to hit it.
Can you?
Huh.
No.
A 10 and a 9, that sucks. So 11 and a 10.
When you want to highlight a very specific square, can you do it? Because every time I see it, it's a big circle.
Yeah,
I suppose the best thing is probably to use the ruler.
Okay.
yeah.
Because by the time I realize that somebody's made a circle thing, it's already expanded, so it's generally bigger than.
If
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's good for targeting people.
Yeah.
They're always in the middle, but it's crap for targeting areas where there's nothing.
If you were trying to tell me, the bottom of the stairs, round here somewhere, it would be a bit more difficult for me to notice exactly where you meant, maybe.
The ruler seems the way to go to indicate with precision.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Smells like another tool request.
Like a pointer.
Like an arrow.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what the ruler is.
Yeah.
Is there not a pointer on the pointer? That would be silly.
Well, the thing is, it's already the select mode, which has a variety of usages to it. Anyway, so that was Nearmore.
I hate invisible stuff.
Well, I'm helping.
I know, I appreciate
Where
it.
it is, kind of.
Shoot it.
Let my go.
This is a bit tricky. Okay. So Nearmore can make me another perception check.
Oh, really? 16 again. I'm sucking at perception
17.
tonight. Oh, 17.
The only thing you're somewhat aware of is that it is leaving your area and moving towards the east.
So it went past me, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What do I need to see an invisible tiny creature on perception? What, a detected? It's like a big high
Lots.
number, right? Hey?
So, essentially,
Yeah.
I've been using the DC to hear the sound of a creature walking, equating
Right.
that with flapping the wings, which is
Makes
a DC
sense.
10.
Uh-huh.
And a creature or object is invisible as a plus 20 to that.
Was it a plus 20 to perceive it being heard?
Essentially because we're still optimized for sight above other senses.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm trying to
fair
locate it
enough.
precisely enough to hit.
So,
Yeah.
so we all need to develop scent, is what you're saying.
Yes, scent would have let you pinpoint it very easily. Scent is awesome for invisible.
Bash! That's right.
I knew where it was.
You
I still
did.
do. As horses.
Right. Yeah, so... basically, as far as you can tell right now, there's no more sound of movement in here. Are we going to stay in initiatives for now?
If you like.
Head down to the east.
I guess, do you guys plan on pursuing immediately?
Well, we didn't actually really lose anything there, did we? So we may as well carry on going.
And there doesn't seem to be anything of interest in this room, really.
Well, we can come back and look. Let's move on. Let's move down this corridor.
Okay. Oops. What that happened? Sorry. Things
What is
flickered
that
on me for a
noise?
second. I don't know. So then it will be Gary the Elf.
All right. I will.
Just
What
quick
move?
little movements here because we're kind of half in initiative. This is the unfortunate thing is I don't like this sort of situation because we're kind of half initiative, half not. But, it's
But
kind
we're
of,
moving, I see.
Yeah.
I'll move up the stairs and.
You do get 2 move actions. If you
Yeah,
want.
double move it, Gary.
Down the corridor without the rest of my party.
Get down there. I'll be right behind you, big woman.
So why, if you don't like a situation like that, Lockhart, why are we doing
Because I
that?
suspect we're about to re-enter combat any minute.
Alright.
Well, it's up to you guys.
I mean, that
I
wasn't
I will move.
that was a genuine one.
I think, to be honest, chances are we are going to pursue them. So if they can't get out of this end of this corridor,
Okay.
it makes sense that we stay in initiatives.
Okay. But we don't know that they can't get out, do we?
No.
Would we pursue them?
Okay.
Because they're clearly going to go tell someone we're coming. And the quicker we get in there, the less prepared they'll be.
Yeah. Unless they can get through that brass gate if we're meeting up with that.
3
Yeah.
doors.
Is there a brass gate? Where's that? Is that at the end thing?
It's back here, yeah.
It's at the other side, yeah.
3 doors and corridor open off this small anteroom. A fountain made of green stone in the north wall still provides a constant flow of water. Gary, make a perception check.
Oh boy.
That's always worrying.
22, 23.
You can definitely hear flapping nearby you.
Oh crap.
Immolate, Gary.
But he's double moved, so it is now Masaki's turn.
Go,
Oh,
Masaki, go.
I'll follow him, I guess. Although I'm not convinced it's the wisest of actions.
Use the measurer. Woo. You get to that.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you... Would you like to make a perception check as well?
That was the cutest giggle ever.
That is so funny.
Yes, I shall do a perception check. Of 25. Not quite as good as my
There
30.
is flapping nearby.
Where nearby
You can't pinpoint it. You think
north?
it is above as well. It's higher than you guys right now.
Okay, is it north on the map or south? Like
Essentially, by nearby, it's roughly within 10 feet or so of you. You can't pinpoint it though.
I, as a person, am able to tell if a noise is coming from the left side of me or the right side of me. So I'm pretty sure my character can. So
Not always.
Really?
Not always. And again, this is above you, so that kind of throws you
how
off
can
as
I not
well.
tell?
Indirect sound in a reflective environment.
Actually, she's pretty terrifyingly good at pinpointing where noises are coming from. She's not like us mere mortals.
I can't understand not knowing where a noise is coming.
No, she's really good at finding where noises are coming from. I'm terrible at it. I'm like, it's coming from over there, and she's like, no, it's that way. And I'm like,
Well,
actually, you're
Lindsay
right.
has a very high perception check.
Yeah, apparently.
You can't tell that precise where it is exactly. It is above you. It is within 5 or 10 feet of you.
Okay.
That's pretty annoying. Do you have anything in your thieves' kit to chuck up there to make it visible?
Not really. Oh! I've got those smoke sticks.
The problem with that is we can't see through the smoke to see them in the smoke.
Yes.
Yeah, but it'll make them cough.
We'll have to use the old school way of doing it.
If they breathe.
What,
That's the
smacking
thing.
around the air with sticks until we hit something.
Well, actually, the old school way of doing it is to tear the top off your water skin and throw the water in the air.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So Brunsk, as much as he would really love to coup de grace these things, his ward is up ahead.
His ward. That's funny.
Was Brunsk ahead of him? Oh, okay. Then he was just going to move ahead of... Select mode.
Too many buttons, Lockhart. Too many buttons.
I'm on the wrong layer.
Too many layers and buttons.
Too many layers and buttons. All right. He moves there and looks ready.
Right.
Next up is Niramore.
One. Oh, hang on. I need to be on my selecty tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I'll get to there, and I'll ready an action to hit anything that appears or moves past me.
Perception check.
31.
It is right above Gary's head.
Nice.
How high above Gary's head?
Reachable. Like the
It's going
ceilings are only
to
10
him.
feet here.
Reachable, then I'll punch it.
Did you single or double move to get there?
Single move. I'm a monk, dude. I could move way through those doors.
That still 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep.
Ready?
Sure.
Woo! 13! How terrible! I guess I can't exploit its weakness if I can't see it either, can I?
Probably not.
No.
You hit air and a near
I'll say
hit
it's
to Gary's
above.
head.
I'll say it's above Gary.
What the
Up
hell?
out there. Gary, it's above your head.
I'm going to cast Create Water above me.
It's not Gary's turn yet.
Oh.
I thought the green one... Oh, wait. Yeah.
This is
they're
the
not sure.
unfortunate thing about putting the tokens on the layer you guys can't see.
We can't see whose turn it is. Right. Makes sense.
All right, so I'll ask all three of you to make me one more perception check.
13. Woo!
19. Or 20, actually, with the +1.
Oh, yeah. I get +1 too.
22.
23 with the +1.
23.
You can hear that it seems to move into this area of the room, that vertical hallway, and then any flapping sign stops.
Like it's parked.
It's, well, yes, it's landed, it's somewhere.
And those are closed doors, or are those doorways?
They are closed doors. Otherwise, I'd be giving you...
Yes.
So what are you guys doing?
I think it's stopped.
Any idea where?
Around about kind of like there-ish.
We out of combat now.
I can't think of a reason why you guys would be in combat right now until you actually know
There-ish.
where it is.
Right.
Did you see that?
I did.
And when I mean there-ish, I do mean the general entire range of the circle.
Okay. It's there-ish.
Parley, negotiate.
You're totally lying.
Misaki and Gary hear kind of vaguely the possible sounds of whispers from this door. Do you guys see that?
Nope.
Really.
Ah, so creek water is a little vague in how much of an area you can pour water into.
Isn't it generally just a small stream, sort of?
Yeah, it says it can be created in a small area. Small as will actually contain the liquid, or an area 3 times as large.
Can I shoot an arrow?
And how much liquid is it?
Let's see, that would be 8 gallons of water.
That's quite a lot of liquid.
I can hear whispering at that doorway at the bottom, right?
Huh.
Past the doorway, you think?
Past the doorway. Do I believe it to be the same?
You
whispering.
cannot make out that much detail.
Okay. I better not fire it, just in case. That's what I was going to do.
And of course, how quiet are you for being?
I'm being fairly quiet.
Well,
Well, it's probably not them on the other side of the door, since we didn't see a door open.
However, as far as you know, one of them did move down that way from the very beginning. It's possible he would have had a chance to open up a door before you guys were able to see.
You want to go open the door and see, or
I'm not going, it's scary.
Should we just open the door?
I think we're going to have to.
Well, that means we're leaving a monster behind us, though, technically, because there's one in this room.
Supposedly. Probably.
So, do we try and find it?
Shall I have another listen?
Um,
Well, if there's whispering, hang on. You can't whisper to yourself.
Okay. Well, you can.
Right. Well, it could be other things that were already behind the door.
Yeah. I've lost myself on the map because my thing moved again. I can't. How do I find us? Oh, I found us. Stupid thing keeps moving.
I mean,
Probably
I guess technically with skill checks, it's not impossible, but I still think it's like a DC 40 to pinpoint a standing invisible creature.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty crappy.
Who has the longest weapon here, as it were?
Probably Brunsk with that Ranseur.
Okay.
Gary,
Yes.
are these creatures considered magical in any way? Or would the spell be detectable if you cast Detect Magic?
As far as I know, you can't isolate ores precise enough to find invisible people with detect magic.
Well, I just want to know vaguely where they are.
I think you should do it old school.
I don't
Like,
know.
go down the corridor with a big stick.
There is the problem that unless you guys are going to disrobe yourselves of all your magical items and leave them elsewhere, there's going to be a lot of magical auras interfering with this.
Right.
What else do I have here?
Magical
Now they
auras,
will,
basically.
if I recall right, they just have regular invisibility, so they will become visible if they actually try and attack us.
This is true.
So there is that. We can just move about, and if they don't decide to attack us, then we don't have to fight them.
if you're willing to wait long enough, invisibility does have a time duration, I believe.
It's in like minutes, though. It's hugely
Yes.
long.
It would be waiting there for a while.
I'm trying to think what detect magic actually gives you. It doesn't give you after. It won't let you pinpoint it at all, will it?
No.
Not even if you concentrate for the full duration.
I could probably.
You need detect evil, dude.
Oh.
First round, presence or absence of magical auras. Second round, number of different magical auras and power of the most potent. Third round, the strength and location of each aura. So you'll get the location of the aura. If items or creatures bearing the auras are in line of sight, you can make a knowledge arcana check to determine the school of magic. If the aura emanates from a magical item, you can attempt to identify its properties. So you're going to get what? What's illusion? It's illusion magic, so you'll get an aura of illusion.
If he makes a spellcraft check.
Yeah, if he identifies the illusion aura.
Oh, how about that? I will start concentrating on detect
But
magic.
it'll
to
take
see
you
if it...
3 rounds to locate him.
Right.
Or at least, and I think that'll only give you the square he's in.
Well, while anybody else is trying to figure out what to do, I'll cast up detect magic and start concentrating around. I'll move up a square so I can see the rest of the room.
I don't know what else we can do. I don't have any flour or anything. You got any dusts of any kind?
I've got bone dust from the
Hang on, isn't
skeletons.
there a pool of goddamn water at the north side there?
Yes.
Okay,
It's continually flowing.
I will take my blanket, I will fill it with water, and I will throw it across the room. Not the blanket, but the water. Or I'll just pick up cupfuls of it and just... I'm about to have a drinking vessel of some kind. I'll just throw water over the room. In a sprinkly, rainy fashion at various areas.
Trying to perceive where drops don't
Hit
reach
the
the
ground.
ground.
Yeah. It's got to land. The creature isn't... It is physically there. So if you can get something to land on it, you should be able to identify where it is.
Oh, it's also tiny, so you're going to have to be pretty
Exactly.
spot on for it.
Well, you're casting detect magic. I'll try and fill the room with water drops.
Oh boy.
That's a vague problem with invisibility, I'm guessing. There we go. I'll start there.
Well, I could fill part of the room with fire, but that wouldn't really...
I don't know. How much of the room can you fill with fire from there?
I'm not sure why would you want to do it with fire. I did mention they're immune to it, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's just
good
one of the
point.
area effect spells I have. That's just,
Okay.
I'm using the Force,
How's that working out for you?
as well as everything else is working out for you two, probably.
So
Right.
basically, I think with the amount of time it would take to start sprinkling water over, Gary's going to get the more instant method. You will notice 2 magical auras in this room in the northern part of basically the fountain area.
So basically right by where I am.
Yes.
So can I cast a create water above where I think one of the auras is?
Well, I mean, it's essentially the fountain. Water is already pouring into it.
Oh, that's true. If they're standing,
Clever.
well, if they're standing in the water, wouldn't we see a?
You need
dent
to
in the water or
detect.
something?
You need to, the fountain may be magical.
See, now's where I would need a freeze spell.
I think it's where you need to identify what the auras are, because one's going to be a creation magic and the other's going to be an illusion, I think. And we want to
Make
bash
me
the
2
illusion.
spellcraft checks.
We want to bash the illusion, Gary.
All right. Do we want? This isn't the spellcraft to determine the properties of magic item, though, right?
This is for a school, which is a base DC 25, if I recall.
And that is just straight spellcraft then.
So for aura number 1,
Or 1. Oops. Not here.
Now then.
Okay.
you
So-
cannot identify what it is.
You suck, Gary.
For aura number 2, you cannot identify what it is.
Good work, Gary.
Oh, +1, I guess, if Lasnus' blessing is still in place on that, but yeah.
Yes. After a little while of this,
They've got to be laughing their ass off by now.
the door to the south opens up slightly.
Really?
Yes. Do you wish an audience with Lord Baz?
Yes.
Sometimes I regret letting you talk, Gary.
Please leave your weapons in the antechamber, and you may be escorted to meet with the Lord.
I happily pull out my camera and my nunchucks and put them on the ground.
Crap.
Shall I stand guard out here?
Yeah, you're not.
God, no.
Yes.
Maybe.
I'll
Seems to think that you're asking to take his job, which makes him sad.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The problem is our sword master's pretty hopeless without her sword.
Yeah.
She has a beak.
It's true, you do have a beak.
Okay.
I'll start taking off my weapons.
There as few weapons as I can
What
get
have you
away.
got? Longsword and a...
It's just going to take me a while, is all.
Yeah, I've got longsword, crossbow, and a couple daggers.
2 elven curved blades, a silver dagger, a short bow, and a rapier.
Perhaps you could sleight of hand a dagger in.
Yeah, and then they're going to probably make me put down like a bunch of other stuff as well.
Chink, chink, chink,
Although
chink.
now I have my cat burglar boots. Maybe I can put my dagger in there.
I thought they had one in there.
Well, no, I put my-
They're for
Oh, it's a lockpicks, isn't it?
lockpicks, yes.
Yeah.
Lockpicks.
You can't. Are you trained in sleight of hand? You can certainly try to hide a weapon.
yes. Cat burglar boots make the wearer stealthier. A secret pocket allows for the hiding of a set of tools, but if anything else is placed within a bulge...
Yeah, you have bulgy boots. That's the problem.
But yeah, you can try sleight of hand. I guess just what are you trying to hide? Your curved
My
blades
dagger.
would probably be very difficult, if impossible. A dagger, make me a sleight of hand check to see how well you hide it.
Do I have a promise that no impish games will be played with our weapons left here?
Are you asking that?
Yes.
If you wish to conduct business with Lord Baz, you must come before him unarmed.
Gary, why don't you cast that protection spell on our weapons so that nothing will touch them while we're away?
Ooh, booga, booga, booga. Ooh, booga, booga.
Make a bluff check.
Ah, crap.
Always worth a shot.
Have we still got the +1 from the statue? $24.
All right, you hide a dagger very well.
And 13 to bluff. Nope, nope.
I hide my beak as well.
All right, you hide your beak. So what are you
I
asking
haven't been
Bruce to
wearing
do?
my beak.
Are you asking him to stay out here and with your weapons, or asking him to put his stuff down and enter in with you?
You can
Gary?
wait out here if you want.
He is rather attached to his weapons, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he should watch so that nobody comes in and ambushes it from the rear. Or messes with our stuff.
Misaki beak.
It changed colour, did you notice?
I like that. It looks cute.
I have different coloured ones. And 'cause I've got the same one.
That's awesome.
I'm very inventive.
I love it.
I kind of look like a Marx brother. Not quite the look I was going for. I should have sat and played this the whole time and not said a word and seen how many.
You should just be like, yeah, blah, 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 game, blah, 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 squawk, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So Bruin's just staying outside and watching your stuff then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess he's in earshot if we need to call him in, right?
Hmm.
And it's not like a door's really that much of an issue for him.
We've gotten to the point where we're protecting him as much as he's protecting us at this point.
Yeah, he needs to pay us half
You
of
could
what
always
we're paying
leave the
him.
door open if you wanted to.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
Okay.
All right, look, let's do this thing.
Misaki
Lord
has a hidden dagger, and the rest of you are leaving your weapons behind. And you enter the room.
The hell is that thing, Lockhart?
Lord Baz?
A low table sits in the center of the room. 2 low benches sit on either side of the table, and a wooden stringed instrument of archaic design leans against one of them.
Oh, that's one of those crappy cherub baby demon things.
At the front of the table is a rather strange and somewhat disgusting creature. Come on.
That's freaky, Lockhart.
With the torso and face of a plump human infant, and the abdomen, thorax, whatever, of a gigantic gore-fattened fly.
Nice.
Knowledge planes?
Yes.
It's your mum.
25 with the Lasmus blessing, if that's still.
You believe this is an accuser devil.
Accuser.
Yes, they're not much higher than imps, but still somewhat. They have a few spell-like abilities, the typical immunity to fire, poison, resist acid and cold, damage reduction against good or silver. They are carriers of disease. And spell-like abilities, invisibility, teleport.
What did we have that we were that made us immune to stuff?
It's
Wand of
it's a wand
poison.
and it's poison.
Okay. Poison's different to
Unfortunately.
disease, though, right?
Yeah, sadly.
Who remembers
They-
filth fever?
They are particularly known for their ability to grant other creatures visions of what it has witnessed, making them useful either as, witnesses, security, or blackmailers.
That's why they're accusers, right?
Accuse.
Oh, I thought it was Yakuza.
That's you.
He's a Yakuza demon. I like that. Ha! It's covered in tattoos.
Welcome, visitors from the surface.
Stab it!
What is it you desire of Lord Baz?
He is
Perhaps
ugly.
a favor? Treasure? Passage through this dungeon complex.
We're making decent passage already.
Oh, but it could be so much easier.
Lockhart, what let us in here?
You don't see anything. The door just kind of opened on its own when the voice echoed. A different voice than his, in case you can't. I'm not being good enough.
So I'm guessing there's an invisible imp somewhere.
It's possible.
Little shits.
Right.
I could certainly make it worth your while if you did a little favor for me.
What kind of favor?
Oh, a most noble and heroic deed, the likes of which I'm sure you wouldn't object to. There is a foul, upstart creature that does not agree with my rulings of this wonderful little lair. He's been somewhat of a problem for me. He calls himself the Suzerain. He is an imp that lives in the western portion of this level. I would be quite happy to pay were you to dispose of the little menace.
And what kind of payment could Lord Baz provide?
Good payment. What do you say?
Do we work for bad guys?
We'll probably fight the Suzerain anyways, eventually. Might as well get paid for it.
I know, but we shouldn't really go and work for evil things, right? I don't think that our companion's going to be very happy about that. I wouldn't imagine.
You're so quiet. Perhaps there's something else you desire that I could gift. Hmm? Further connections with the lower planes? Passing your name along to those who could provide true contracts of power. Hmm?
No, got enough power already, thanks.
I don't think we're supposed to talk to people like you.
Oh, now. Clearly you must grow up and leave the nest. Don't worry about what your mother taught you. Fly free and learn
Who's going to
from the
can fly?
knowledge
I can't
others.
fly.
Do you want to?
No. Stop tempting me. I can
I'm
see what you're
merely
doing.
trying to compromise so that everyone can be happy.
What do you get out of giving me something like that?
Well, of course, it's reciprocal. You get rid of this suzerain imp.
Why can't you get rid of it?
Oh, it's such a bother, these things. I would much rather have professionals and experts like you to deal with it.
So you can make it so I can fly, but you can't get rid of an imp.
I can certainly help along.
That seems kind of lame.
There are restrictions, you must understand. Many complicated interplanar laws and the like.
Have you been neutered?
I'm sorry.
Are you unable to perform?
I'm getting ready for the attack.
Pleasures, I have ways of providing them.
Okay, I'm leaving right now. Yeah.
Actually, we don't need to leave. We need to beat.
Unprovoked attack.
Nerimo flexes his fists, making a cracking noise to indicate to the party that his desire is to beat this thing into snot on the floor.
Oh, was I suddenly just backstabbed? Ah, foul villainy.
What? What?
Now, don't be so serious and inflexible. Should you not be open to all views of the mind to reach true enlightenment?
Hey, we are equal opportunity employers. We already have an evil person in the party. Thank you.
We do not.
No,
we-
we do not, do we,
But I am
Gary, the bad
You're,
elf?
you're like one burning orphanage away from chaotic evil.
I'm talking about removing an imp who would be rash and troublesome and cause all sorts of problems.
I'm sure.
Surely you can't object to that.
So you don't cause all sorts of problems.
Have you ever heard of problems caused by me in the
Yes,
city
there's a
above?
There's a
We've
big-
never heard of you, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're not causing problems.
No, there's the big stinky man who drew him.
Well,
Stinky
That's true,
cat.
actually.
You're the first humans I've seen enter down here.
That's actually true. I don't think the little smelly guy was particularly happy with him.
What smelly fellow is
The
this?
smelly man up there near the room.
Lemure.
Yes, he's sad. We drew a picture.
Oh, that's stinking odious. He's mindless, bothersome, odious,
Oh.
and stupid. Don't listen to him.
Can you
Listen
fix
to
him?
me.
So we could go over to the Caesarean, see what his offer is to fight Lord Baz.
Caesarean's fantastic thing. I like that.
Yes.
The Caesarean. I like
See
that.
what his offer is to
Please.
fight Lord
That's much
Baz.
I'm
creepier.
civilized. I approach you in open arms and peaceful. I have no desire to do any harm to you.
But
Is that not reasonable and good?
you bully the poor little stinky man.
Oh, it's a lemure. It's stupid. It's lowest of low. No good. No greater than dung or mud. Don't worry about him.
That one's quite clever, actually. He can draw pictures.
Pictures. Don't be silly. Lemurs are stupid. They have no mind of their own, and he is the worst of them. A large, smelly, horrible creature.
How do you think that we knew that there was people like the things like you here? You drew a picture of you. You said you were a bully.
Now, dear. Let's all be truthful and honest while we're talking here, shall we? And not worry about that stupid pile of shit. And now, what say we...
That's really creepy.
Am I doing good with creepy baby boy?
Lockhart, I'm casually eyeing up his weaknesses quietly from a distance.
We'll worry about that when you actually have an initiative.
Just saying, I'm just kind of eyeing him up, thinking those wings look nice and flexible to tear off. That tongue needs to be...
I'm keeping him talking so that you lot can, like, get ready to...
Get positioned.
Yes.
Even though Thing's going to pretend that he's, like, not going to hurt him.
Yeah, what's going to happen is we're going to rush in and Thing's going to burning hands us all. And then he's going to be like, oh, my master!
Whoops, I tripped. And then whoever is alive at the end, he'll be friends with.
That's right.
Hey, don't you be knocking my tactics.
So, yeah. So what are you guys doing? Are you just basically trying to circle around him? Because that's going to be
I'm
pretty
just trying
obvious.
to make you, like, I don't know, see my point of view, but...
I'm keeping an eye open for
He's
invisible
trying
nymphs.
To make you see his point of view.
And now I'm just wondering which of us will get bored first.
See? Yeah, you're right.
To be fair, it'll probably be me, so I'll let you. I might let you.
I'm holding my action until the first of my compatriots charges into combat.
I'm not going to charge, but I'm like, yeah, he's creepy. Can we kill him yet? He's a bully as well.
He's made no offense to us so far, other than offering us employment.
You like Stinky. You were drawing with Stinky, weren't you?
Oh, yes.
I do have to say, I do consider that we potentially have a prior contract to deal with this guy.
Exactly, because Stinky said, like, he was being bullied, so...
Contract?
Didn't we say that we were
Please.
going...
Stop it already! Stop it already! The bears can't talk! They're horrible, stupid little creatures! Let's talk about proper business.
You know all about contracts, I imagine.
I'm pretty sure he's just called me a liar.
I think he pretty much did.
I don't like being called a liar.
Especially with something you actually saw with your own eyes.
Mm-hmm. And you two did as well.
Very difficult to do business with someone who won't believe what you're telling them.
Mm-hmm.
So why should we believe what he's telling us?
Exactly.
I mean,
Are you guys talking in character or out?
In character.
in character.
All right.
But really, who is being not forthcoming here? You're not believing me as well. I have only pure intentions about this
Guys,
disposal of the suzerain.
you have a tail.
I have to say, anyone who says, go over there and kill a guy really isn't that honest and forthright. The honourable thing to do would be...
Very honest.
Well, the honourable thing for you to do would be to fly your fat, fly-like backside over there and challenge him to one-on-one combat.
Do I really look like someone who is combat-oriented?
Well, the other guy's an imp. He's not that combat-oriented either.
Maybe we could go and get the other guy and escort him over here so that you can have a duel.
Or perhaps you could persuade him using your wonderful persuasive abilities. Perhaps in that arena over there while we all watch.
Well, if you would relay that message to the suzerain and
It's not
escort
going to
him
happen.
so...
Look, fat boy, we're not your monkeys, okay? You have plenty of monkeys. We've seen them already.
Well, if there is nothing I offer you, then I bid you a good day.
I'll start heading for the door.
Don't head for the door, you pussy.
Yeah, you big wuss.
Fireball you in the ass or something.
That's where my weapons are, and
What, your ass?
That's right. Aren't you a spellcaster? Don't you just cast spells?
I was going to say, you tell us all the time that you can't hit anything because you're a spellcaster. And now you're like, oh, now I've got to leave.
I need my sword! Oh my god!
it's been with me since the start. That's where my bodyguard is, too.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
Dude,
good.
he's 5 feet away from you.
I am
We can
very
measure, look, we can show you,
disappointed that
see?
we're not able to do business.
Gary, is this thing immune to fire?
Yes.
I believe so.
God damn it. Gary, do you have anything else?
Not if it's not considered a person.
God, we suck against devils, apparently.
I just love how restrained you're being.
What?
I'm headed for the door.
I even had him do a horrible little outrage there and insult Misaki and everything, and you guys are still just being all restrained and stuff.
I'm doing my level best not to just attack him, although I really desperately want to.
Yeah. Gary's just not a first strike kind of guy at the moment.
We're trying to roleplay. We do okay.
Right.
It's good, it's good.
So, yeah, but Misaki and I should approach quietly, I think.
Why did
Shake
you
his
even
hand,
approach?
pull him into like a back-to-back.
I could really do with my weapons.
Disease carrier.
Yeah, we appreciate the disease carrier part.
Yeah. Us birds aren't very good with disease.
Okay, so we're gonna leave, pick up our weapons,
Oh,
turn
no.
around, and.
I was just gonna, go and get my weapons.
Okay, Gary, keep him talking.
Yeah, I was the first one that said I was going to go to the door and get out.
Hey, now, I'm pretty sure you can't have that level of plan unless you're talking in character.
That's right.
Talking is a free action.
Yes.
It's true, but him listening's also a free action.
Yes.
This is true.
Have I reached the door yet?
We're talking in
Yeah,
secret
you
code.
can move your token and leave, sure. Basically, at this point, he's kind of said, "Oh, it's a shame, but if you deny, then I'm afraid I will have to save the reward for someone else. A pity, a true pity."
This is not going to go
You
well.
can go now. Leaving, you understand that, right? It's walking, moving those dangly things at your waist, your legs, yes?
Open the door. Don't kill the baby.
The door's already open.
Okay.
Yes.
Get the baby, Brunsk.
Kill the baby.
Brunsk, guard.
Pick up my stuff.
Okay.
Since when was he your bitch?
What? It was worth a try.
I think you have to be in combat too.
All right.
Masaki, are you getting your stuff?
Yeah. Oh, I was hoping that another member of my party who was already there first might, chuck me something to fight with. So that I didn't have to-
You'd trust Gary to throw you a 5-foot sword.
Actually, that's a very good point.
The man with a dexterity of what, 8?
9.
Bruns!
9!
Bruns! Took
If
me a
it counts as a
sword.
weapon, though, I'm at -4, so you know.
Okay. I think if we're talking about tossing weapons now, we can enter back proper initiatives, yes?
Yes.
Woo!
Bruns! Sword!
So do we need to re-roll initiatives?
Probably good.
Yeah, I would imagine that that's the different thing.
28.
9.
Holy cow, how?
I was waiting. I was ready.
24.
Good work, Masaki.
Thank you.
Gary? Gary's a 9?
Or 10 if that +1 counts into there.
I
Hey,
think
Lens.
25.
Lens, we've got to balance this right, because technically if you go before him, you can actually get him with that dagger and beak and actually do sneak damage before he's even had a chance to act.
Brunsk did roll a high initiative.
Brunsk.
That's where Lord Baz rolls a 57 or something.
Baz. Yeah, you guys aren't going to like this.
That's pretty quick.
And a natural 20, wow.
El Bastardo.
He sucks. Is he
Alright.
faster? Is he faster than me?
A +8 initiative?
Well, I have +8 too.
Oh, roll off!
What, is that all your decks?
No, it's not Dex.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I thought it was decks.
So he
I
gets
thought
a
it was dead.
23.
13.
Yep, he's faster than you.
Damn it. About time we had some good, honest combat people.
All right. So, let's see here. Misaki had what? Moved to the door and asked Bruce to toss her a weapon?
Now, yeah, I don't know how far I'd got, but I was definitely in that direction.
All right, then let's put you what? There?
You can decide how far I'd got. I don't know.
Silver, preferably.
So is everyone roughly all right with those? Gary has already got his equipment back. Bruins Kaz's equipment. Yes. Okay, good. Let's see here.
Ah, the brace of mother disease. Here we go again.
What does he do?
He squeals like a baby and attempts to leave.
He accuses and teleports and...
If the words "he turns invisible" come out of your mouth, Lockhart, I am flying to Canada this very evening to slap you in the head. Just saying.
Say it. I want to go to Canada.
You can slap him on one side while I slap him on the other.
I'll slap his bottom.
Oh, really?
He's been a naughty boy.
It's right. I'll pull his beard hairs out one at a time.
So let's see if I can do this.
He's completely ignoring us.
I know.
Awesome.
What is that?
All right.
That smells like a spell.
From Misaki as Nearmore. As when Misaki asks for her weapon to be tossed towards her, all of a sudden the ground beneath them gets very slippery.
Grease? Really?
Okay. I thought it was going to be like...
Grease is the word.
Reflex?
I think it's a reflex.
Like, they couldn't get back in, or we couldn't get out. That was going to be worse.
$11. God, this roller hits me.
Yeah, that's going to make Nearmore prone, I think.
Hooray.
What's Misaki's reflex save?
I don't know. Reflex. Oh, my reflex is pretty good. Do I get a +1 with it?
Yes.
I do. 28.
Woo!
All right. You, however, keep your balance.
Because I'm a bird.
Apparently you've got
Nearmore.
better feet than me.
Bird is the word.
Apparently bird is the word.
You are prone and on the
Using
floor.
my proto wings for balance.
Thanks, dude.
Why are you thanking me for saving myself and not you?
Not you.
Oh. Okay.
I guess I have to stand up.
Just crawl.
I'm gonna crawl.
Commando crawl out of the grease.
Do I need to roll to stand, or am I good?
Grease seems like such a
You're
bad
good to stand.
spell.
When you try to
Step out of the square?
move, yeah. When you try to move within it, you'll need to make an acrobatics check.
Actually, I'm not terrible at that. I'm going to flurry shuriken at the little bitch.
Okay. Your
Keep
shuriken
typing.
was-
Keep typing /D.
They're just regular metal, right?
Well, actually, yeah, he's got immunities. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to step out of this square.
Are you impressed with how much I've managed to adapt?
So
to new game?
you are moving half speed.
And you want me to make an acrobatics check?
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
22.
You're fine.
1, 2, 3, 4. I go here.
Okay. Misaki's turn.
Declare us the war, Hal. So did I get my sword?
No, not yet.
Okay. Then I will reach down and pick it up from where it is, because I'm
And
probably,
then get the heck into combat.
and then I'll probably have to roll an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check.
So I have picked up my silvered elven curved blade, because that will be the weapon of choice in this battle, I believe.
It's bad when you're measuring that thing, Steph. Things like, what?
Good. It's rude to be measuring before it's even your go. Thank you. Acrobatics will be plus 13.
Jeez.
Any bets, people? Oh shit, that's quite bad actually. 23.
That's it's fine.
Oh, wasn't that about
half movement? Huh?
Better than Hancock though, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Sorry, I forgot.
exactly the same as I got, because I didn't add my +1.
Yeah, but
So
you've got 13.
You have half movement right now.
Half movement, okay. Then I'm going to move into a position... How far
Directly opposite me.
I know!
You know you're
She
going
can
there.
only move 15 feet.
So
Oh, yeah, she's on 3. Oh, crap.
I can. 15 feet is 3 squares, right?
Yeah.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
3 diagonal.
Diagonal.
You can't do it.
Why?
Diagonal is slightly more distance.
The second diagonal counts as 10 feet. The first one is 5 feet, the second is 10. So you can get to the space north of where you are.
You can get to this one.
Yeah. Which is fine, because neither of us can attack, and I'll move down next turn.
Okay.
All right.
I can't attack. At all.
No.
I'll
Well,
stick
you spent,
my finger at him.
you spent 1 move action to pick up your weapon, and another to move. So.
That's okay. I'll glare.
All right.
Might be
Brunsk
Oh, this
has
could...
to make an acrobatics check.
He'll probably do it as well, because he's just like Smam machine.
No,
Perfect. Perfect. Is he on his ass just by the door?
he is.
I'm gonna go to the little girl's room. I'll be back.
Bring us all a little girl.
So basically, he moves, he slips, he spends the rest of his turn standing up again.
Nice.
Clearly, I'm quite happy with putting the grease there now.
Go on, Gary. Do something useful and awesome.
Well,
Nope, not Gary's turn.
Oh. Invisible imps attack.
jeez.
I think one of them's about, yeah, I'm going to say one's about to ream Gary up the anus.
Hal, you don't know how much trouble you cause me when you're like, I'm going to start taking water from the fountain and spraying it around the room.
Sorry, why? Not
Because
bad.
they were in the fountain.
I was trying to figure out, because he was kind of in the fountain, how that's going to work.
Okay. Yeah, well, you know.
All right.
So it's half water, half imp-y.
He, technically, he's in Gary's square because, well, actually, do they have reach with their tail? No,
They're tiny. I don't think it
they're
matters.
tiny. So
They're gonna
technically,
poison.
he's in Gary's square, and he tries to stab at Gary with his little barbed tail. He's doing this from invisible, so yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
24
warps
is
you
gonna
good and
hit.
hard. Especially from invisible.
But I'm an elf.
You had delay poison on you as well, right?
Yeah.
So no poison, just 1 point of damage.
Gary! No!
I am slain.
It's like a Steve Irwin where he's like stabbing his tail through you. That means nothing to you people, does it?
Steve Irwin, the animal guy.
Of course I know who Steve Owen is.
There we go. It was an unfortunate death and quite a comedic one.
Yes.
Oh, how does that horrible joke that my group always says? He died as he lived, with animals in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I like that.
Something like that.
That is a horrible joke, but funny. So, Imp has gone? Is that the only Imp?
Imp 2.
I figured there was a second Imp.
Beside Misaki, technically in Misaki's square again, because...
Improvised attack.
He's improvising.
And I'm pretty sure... minimum damage rolls.
Why am I not seeing anything?
I don't see imp 2 either.
Do you not see Imp 2?
I don't see any rolls.
I don't see rolls or...
The last roll I see is the damage from... Oh, there we go. Now I see it.
Yeah,
It's just timestamps.
and I see imp 2 now.
No, they just didn't appear till just then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
One
So
imp
you
2.
hit Misaki.
Yeah, so I already gave Misaki 1 point of damage.
Hmm.
Do Gary the Elf.
Come on, Gary the
Imp
Elf.
in your square.
Do it in.
I will stab at him with my silver dagger.
I stab at him. Stab at him, Gary the Elf.
Ha 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 ha. No.
Good work, Gary the Elf. That's a 4.
+1.
5. Screw you, Lord Baz.
All right, Lord Baz.
Cowers and gives up.
Tempting. But he's just going to try and bite in the air more instead.
Screw you, Lord Baz.
That
No,
comes
you-
later.
No immune to your evil biting.
16 misses?
Yes, it does indeed miss.
Where does he want to buzz?
He wants to stay right there.
I'm gonna buzz this way.
God damn you, Lockhart. I wanted 5-foot step and get my +2 bonus.
Nearmore's turn.
I buzz this way. I exploit the fat thing's weakness. Hopefully I do it well. An 11. I fail
There's
terribly.
too much fat!
It's all.
His weakness is small chocolate treats.
That's right. I guess I may as well flurry him. He's going to be immune to most of this damage, but it's worth a shot. 22. 26.
Hits.
What the hell?
Right.
1d84.
I think that's pretty right. Yeah, I think my macro mishosed up there. Hang on. Oh, that's funny. 1d8.
And you only got a 17 on a d84.
That's pretty bad, right? That's pretty terrible. Only getting a 17 on that D84 I rolled. That's funny. Grrr. There we go. Save changes. Let's see if that works. Did that work?
D8 plus 4, 10.
Okay, good. That's 11 then. And 13.
Everybody dead?
No, I failed to exploit Lord Baz's weakness, so I'm technically suffering his whatever damage reduction he has going on.
Okay, it's still some good points as you punch the pudgy little baby.
There's a imp.
Yeah,
Like
it
escape
appeared and
that punch
attacked
roll,
you. It did 1 point of damage to you.
Oh!
I know, really.
And Misaki's turn.
Chop the crap out of something.
So currently that imp is actually in your space. He's just tiny, so I've had trouble representing him.
Okay. I'll beat the crap out of the imp then, I guess.
Okay.
Are you power attacking or defending thyself? Hey, Obies.
I can do both, can't I? Combat expertise
Yeah,
and power attack
correct.
with my
Plus
silver.
Plus, you're also technically at +1 as well.
Yeah, which will negate the fact that.
You're combat expertising.
So let's do this plan.
If this hits, the imp's basically chopped to twain, I think.
1d20, and normally it would be +8. Then it's
+7.
Yeah.
+7, +6.
Plus 1 from Elasmist.
So you're +7.
+7.
Yeah, that's good. Good to get your math right.
And nothing else, right?
No.
27.
Crit threat.
Roll to confirm.
This could be
He
very.
might be going
This
slice.
could be very bad.
What do I do? Roll the same thing again?
Roll it again.
And is this with your silver one?
Yeah.
Chop!
All right, you have rolled a confirmed critical.
Double damage.
What the
Double
hell?
damage. Double damage with a power attack, people.
Is this on the Imp or Baz?
It's on the
This is on
imp.
the imp.
It's on what's left. Yeah, the now to be soon just a big splosh in the sky imp.
So the damage would normally be 1d10 plus 3, which is 1d10 plus 6 because it's power attack, but it's not because it would normally, because it's silvered, so it would be a 2. So it's,
So 2d10 plus 10.
Yeah, 2d10 plus 10.
there we go.
Plus 2 for the Lasness thing?
Oh yeah, 2d10
yes.
plus 12.
So it's 2d10 plus 12.
It could be good damage. It better
Thank
kill
you,
the imp.
Elasnist.
It better kill the imp. Stop sucking up to the rune lords, Gary.
2d10 plus 12.
Yeah.
2d10 plus 12. Are we ready for this, people?
Yeah, do it. 27 damage. That's pretty good.
Beef stroganoff covers Lord Baz in the room.
Nice
All
shot.
right. I remove his token because he's not just disabled.
He's actually dead. He's dead, Dave. Nice one. Nice work there, Misaki.
Bruns doesn't know what to do now. There's an imp on the person he's supposed to be bodyguarding. So he tries to move out of the grease.
Yeah, I gotta say, whichever way he's moving is gonna roll.
3.
He's on his ass. He may be on his ass again.
Wow, that's...
He's on his ass.
No, he needs to make a reflex save or fall down.
Oh, okay, yes, that's right.
And he falls down. And he gets back
Nice.
up again. Imp 1 is going to stab at Gary again.
Weevils wobble, but they don't fall down.
Does
Right.
a
What's that
17 hit
weevil?
Gary?
No.
No? Very good then. What the heck?
Gary is well protected.
That's right.
That seems interesting.
What?
Apparently they have boar on their change shape.
What?
An imp can turn into a boar.
Ooh, I can deal with some
Really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But it's too much thinking to want to change shape into that. Yeah.
Right.
He's probably just good stabbing with his tail. Gary's turn.
All right, I will take another swipe with my silver dagger.
Yeah,
19 altogether.
that'll actually hit.
So it's -1 because the silver, +1 for the his lasness.
Yes.
Good work, Gary the Elf.
And then
Unless
plus-
it's mithril. Did you get
No.
a mithril dagger? No.
No, I just have a silver dagger. 4 points.
Very good. You stab at the little creature. It shrieks out. Back to Lord Baz.
He stays where he is.
He has a choice now. Does he go for Nearmore, who's been relatively ineffective, or Misaki, who just sliced an imp in two?
Two. Just 2 pieces?
Bring it, fat boy.
Yeah, she was
feel
like,
he
it was
has
like
to go
playing
for
Fruit
Misaki.
Ninja as it was falling.
Does a 22 hit Misaki? I think it does.
Yeah, because my AC's down anyway.
Down? Why?
Not down, up. But
Your
yeah,
AC's
it's
up.
only 18.
All right. Do you have any special resistance to acid or anything like that?
Yes.
Do you actually have any?
I'm hoping so. But probably not.
All right. So he bites you, and his saliva just burns as it's kind of injected into your skin.
He
That's
sucks.
5 points of damage, and make me a fortitude save.
Fortitude. Oh, lovely.
It's gonna disease you now.
Hmm.
Oh, I should have asked you to move south 5 feet when you finished your turn
And
last time.
yes.
And I get +1, but there we go.
Shut
9.
away.
Little bitch is moving.
Yeah,
You get a 9.
for fortitude. Rubbish.
Uh,
So diseased.
It'll take a day or two for the new disease to...
For that second head to start growing.
Do I know what disease these things carry, or is it just a random, they can do several diseases?
typically, they carry devil chills.
Ah,
Are they bad?
All diseases are kind of bad.
You know what I mean. Are they
It's
very
not
bad?
the worst.
That was such a diplomatic answer.
well, filth fever isn't one of the stronger
Yeah.
diseases either, Nick has.
Yeah, basically.
I'm going to die, everybody.
Let me just make a few notes here in the visible to GM only area.
Yeah, but we've got, like, a day to get out before you
Oh,
sleep.
God, if you kill my character, I'll cry. You know that, right?
Hmm?
If you kill my character, I'll cry. I might even call you and actually cry down the phone at you.
I don't think you know my number.
We'll look it up. We have the interweb.
I don't think the internet knows my number.
We'll just call the 6 numbers in Canada until you pick up.
Hey, we just had to recently get a second area code in Saskatchewan, you know.
Second area code in the whole province.
Yep.
It's amazing. Aren't there like 4 just for Houston?
There's more than that now.
Yeah.
All right. Niramor's turn.
This little shit needs to stop moving. I 5-foot step. I attempt to exploit him. A 19.
Oh my goodness. You could be putting him on the street now if you want to.
Great. Okay, I'm going to flurry him. My first hit is going to be a stunning fist. Is he immune to stuns? I don't know whether he's immune to stuns or not. Let's find out.
As far as you know, no.
Let's find out. 15 may not hit him anyway.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had a boy go like, haha, you don't know my number when I've threatened to call them before.
Will a 15 hit him?
15 will not hit.
Totally the first time.
27 potential crit threat.
Rolls confirmed.
22.
Confirmed.
Awesome
But
sauce.
that's not the stunning one, is it? No.
No, the stunning one was the first one. Just assume if I'm doing it, the stunning one's the first one.
Fair enough. Okay. So what is damage?
19.
19?
All through his DR.
Okay. Very good. With that, he's going to...
Oh, hang on, I get +2 to hit when I exploit. So, would 17 have hit him?
It would have. It doesn't matter much because he's on the ground anyway.
Oh, well, he potentially is stunned as well and takes an additional 6.
Yes, he's bleeding heavily on... Yeah, come on. Go where I want you to. He's bleeding heavily on the ground as he's fallen down and unconscious.
What a shame.
Misaki.
I suppose we have to go try and help Gary. So what you need to do is go up, stand on Brunsk, and just step over the grease.
Ha ha ha!
He's Brunsk's stepping stone.
Brunsk did stand up on his turn, unfortunately.
God damn him.
I'll just step on the top of his feet then. Like you're learning to
It still
dance.
sounds like an acrobatics check to balance.
That's right.
Now that
Brunsk is just planking across the grease.
now that that baby's dead, does that mean I'm not diseased anymore?
Unfortunately, that's not what it means.
Like a werewolf disease thing.
That's right, yeah. Lindsay says now that baby thing's dead, she's not diseased anymore, right?
Mm.
Just like lycanthropy works.
Who says she's diseased at all?
She's totally diseased.
I thought it was vampires that work that way, not lycanthropy.
That was werewolves.
Usually werewolves, if you kill the person that turned you before certain things. And then...
Exactly.
Oh yeah, it's before you turn if you kill them.
Although then in Lost Boys that was before you feed if you kill the master vampire.
Anyway.
Sometimes it's before the full moon.
So what will Misaki do?
Fly!
Kick him in his head.
Are you coup de grace-ing him?
Yes.
Steal the family jewels.
There's a coup de grace going on, Lockhart.
Nasty,
Alright.
dirty, horrible, bitey little fucker. I am coup de grace-ing him and then coup de grace-ing him again.
There's a horrible green and black ichor already mixed with maggots that pours out of him
That's
as you
lovely.
slice him open.
Then I do it again, just to be sure.
You making soup?
No, I'm just making sure.
That's right.
And then I stomp on him.
All that's left of him are some twitching legs and the fly wings.
Take that, you horrible little nasty
And the enormous pile of treasure, I assume.
rubbish.
Of course, yes. That doesn't get eaten away
Mighty.
by anything. Just the enormous pile of treasure's still there.
You big fat baby.
Big fat baby, you big fat baby.
Brunsk tries to move.
Lockhart is typing.
I wondered if I was the only one who could see that. I thought it was going to be like a
Yay!
message thing, but it wasn't.
Is he in the room? Hooray! Now the imp's about to die.
All right, and with that, he
I already
can,
wounded him.
Oh, yeah, you did. You winged him.
Oh, I need to take off those 5 hit points. I thought I'd done that already.
What?
I got 5 hit points taken off earlier, didn't I?
Oh, was it not off your little bird?
Oops, that's all
I
right.
didn't know whether I was supposed to do it or not.
You
but-
can do it. Oh,
Yes, I've kind of mostly been having you guys do it unless you're asking.
Okay.
That was a wrong roll. But the 17 will hit, so we'll see it does 5 damage, which his weapon is not silver. So he hits the imp, and his weapon bounces off. He looks confused at this.
nice. He needs to use the Rancer.
So I just put it in the top one.
Rancer is...
Just type
old iron.
-5 into the top one.
Okay.
Imp continues to prod Gary.
There you go, and it drops the bar down so it's grey on one side.
Okay. Do I need to do anything in the bottom one?
The bottom
The other
one?
The edit token one.
No, that should be
No,
fine. It should do it.
4
It should do it
points
automatically.
of damage to Gary.
How much?
4
4?
points of damage.
That's not cool.
It's not cool. It's just not cool.
It's fortunate this one seems too distracted to peer inside the room to see how horrible his friends and master have done. And Gary's turn.
Come on, Gary, do something awesome.
19 to hit. For 4 more points.
Woo! Oh, is that +1 from the...
+1 for my strength. -1 for the silver, +1 for Lasness, +1 for my strength, so I'm +1
Oh,
overall.
okay.
That reminds me. His wounds are kind of perpetually healing.
Yeah.
But you still have him damaged. Near more.
Well, crap.
You can just run across that grease like crazy, and the momentum will carry you through if you fall.
I'd love that to be true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to double move to get through Brunsk. You guys need to give us some space to get across, otherwise we're going to be running into combat and provoking.
He has no reach. He doesn't provoke.
Oh, he's tiny, you're right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's an imp. What are you scared about? Come on.
What am I scared about? Nothing. Okay, it would be nice if somebody moved in, though, because I'm going to have to double move to get over there. What do I want to do? Alright, I'm double moving. I'm going to attempt to get across past Brunsk.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to have to acrobatics check there, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Do I have to acrobatics check for both squares, or is one enough?
Just moving through it. Just once.
Unrecognized command. Hold on. It's because I put a D instead of an R.
Curse this getting used to new commands.
21.
Yes, you're fine.
Wah! Technically, that's a double move because it's half movement across the grease, right?
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 would get me onto Brunsk, so I had to double move to get to where I am.
All right. Okay. So you are ready to pound him next turn. Misaki. Now again, he is technically in Gary's square, so nothing stops you from standing in the grease and attacking.
Or running through Gary and... Actually, I could have stopped on the grease and attacked, right?
Yes.
So I could have stopped there.
Yes?
So why didn't I do that?
I don't know.
I'll do that, if that's alright with everybody.
Sure.
I'm good with that.
I'll exploit him for 12. That isn't going to cut it, I don't think.
You can't have do-over.
That will actually.
Oh, good. Unarmed hit, +1. 16.
No.
Ah. Oh, that's a lie. 16. 18.
Yes.
11. 12. Through his CR, DR, whatever.
12. That will be enough to knock him unconscious and bleed and stuff.
Ha! 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 Imp. Is he healing while he's unconscious?
He would appear to be.
Well, then we need to beat the crap out of it. I'll let Brunsk do it because he's next.
Brunsk will coup.
Oh, no, it's Misaki next if she wants to come and chop him in half.
I'll let Brunsk have the honor if he'd like it.
Being now, Brunsk has this thing of just being covered in stuff. Now he's currently covered in grease from being rolling around in it, basically.
It's in his beard.
Well, it'll vanish in a few rounds at least.
Next to all the spider web.
All right, there we go.
Search.
You, all the devils, that
People,
are
I'm
trying
going
to
die.
tempt you so much.
Goddamn devils.
Now we got to search for all that stuff that Baz was offering to pay us.
That's right. He was
No,
offering
I
to...
got bitten, people.
I know, yeah, we need to check Lindsay out and check she's just been awful.
I got
Oh,
bited.
What?
Misaki.
I got bited by the horrible monster boy thing,
Cherub Doohacker.
baby.
Are you taking anything as proof of having vanquished him for your prior contract?
What was our prior contract? Oh, Mr. Smelly.
We'll scrape up some goo.
We've got like is his tongue left? Because I think that would be a good one.
Or his wings.
There's wings and legs.
We can do wings. Wings are good.
Okay.
They're pretty recognizable, right?
Yeah.
Is it a...
Because he's the only accuser you've seen so far.
So far.
Can I do a heal check on Masaki to see how the wound is?
Yeah.
You can.
Stupid things.
17 with if Lazarus's blessing is still upon us.
I mean, the wound is a wound. It doesn't look nice. Certainly, there's lots of this acidic saliva around it, but by this point, it's not like a disease appears immediately or anything.
Right.
If she has been diseased, it could take a couple days to show.
Right. Create water to rinse off the saliva off the wound. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need a...
Suck it out or something. That's what.
It's not
I-
poison.
That's what people. No, that's what people did when people got bitten. When I lived back home in my
That's
village.
funny.
Well, I'm not English, I'm elf.
Suck it out, bitch.
That's funny.
I always like to say that.
Suck it out, bitch.
Commanding Gary to use his mouth on her.
Yeah, maybe I'll ask Brunsk instead.
So, should we search the room, people?
Brunsk attempts to suck out the poison.
Oh, he would as well.
It tastes disgusting because there's acid and disease inside. Now,
Brunsk
two of the
makes a
party.
fortitude save.
It's chicken flavored.
Well,
right.
it's been washed off already, so there's probably not much there to get in contact with. But anyway, so what are you doing in this room? You're
Searching it.
32.
Nice work.
I find
14.
everything.
28.
all right.
I'll aid Masaki.
I don't need your help.
Just to make it a ridiculous score.
Stop helping.
Sorry. I like how you've gone light pink instead of bright pink.
Yeah, it was starting to hurt my eyes.
Yeah.
It was
Alright.
pink.
So the ancient instrument, a zither, is a work of art and appears to be true Thessalonian design.
We have a zither. Seriously, a zither.
Yes.
Thanks,
Detect-
Lockhart.
Detect magic.
No magic.
That was totally worth getting bitten for, thanks.
Is it
because
Zithar?
ER.
ER.
Yeah. Zither.
Appraise check.
No.
Do it. It's a zither.
Don't I get a free one with my amulet?
That's an identify check. You get a plus, like, stupid to the roll, though.
Plus
Appraise.
5, I think.
Hmm?
Plus 5 on appraise checks.
Yeah. That was-
Yeah, you get plus 5, but then you get an
In addition
ID
to your
check.
plus 2 from the shard, plus 1 from the statue, and whatever ranks and intelligence you actually have in it.
Is it even
Nice.
worth me rolling?
Well,
Ridiculous skill machine.
DC is still pretty high.
Okay. You asked for it.
You asked for it. Because it's a zither.
5 plus what? Plus 1 for the.
Don't you
Statue.
have a skill? Yeah, plus.
And then what else?
Plus 8, basically.
It's probably already worked into your score, no?
I don't think so.
What's your int? Int?
My int is 15 or 13. I've got both written down at the minute.
What's your actual...
15 because of the shard.
Okay, so it's 15, which is +2.
Okay.
So I've got an appraise of 10, which is 2 from ability, 3 ranks, 2 from misc, and then 3 from trained.
That's right. The 2 misc is from the shard. So then you've got +1 on top of that.
No,
Okay.
and she also has +5 from the pendant.
From that.
Oh yeah, so +6 on top of that. That's
Thank you.
disgustingly good.
Thank you.
All that magical items coming together to make appraise our best skill.
That doesn't seem right, but an 8 will pretty much allow you to appraise it for 500 gold pieces to the right buyer.
What? 5 + 1 plus...
20.
She should be a +16.
5 plus
if I
6.
was-
Yeah, it's a 20, isn't it? Something like that.
Huh? What?
Okay, so right now you're a +10 to appraise,
Yes. What?
and then there's +5 from the
Oh, okay,
amulet, and
yeah.
+1.
So it's actually
right now-
24
Yeah.
is what she's rolled.
Yeah.
Because she missed a skill out.
I missed the 10, sorry.
So what is it? 500 gold?
I see. 500 gold pieces.
I'll take that.
You're also able to find, kind of stuck under one of the benches, is a small silver coffer.
Mm.
Do you want to check it for traps?
Detect it for magic.
16
You do
perception.
not think it is trapped.
Ooh, I'm not sure.
And to look inside?
Yes. More than anything. Is it locked?
Oh, yeah.
Nope. Well,
Like-
there's a lock on it. It doesn't seem to be activated, I suppose. It would be a pretty poor coffer if it didn't have some sort of lock, I'd imagine.
At least a latch.
But if I don't think something's locked, I can't do disable device.
Well, no, you can perceive it. You can disable
What
device
is?
the trap.
I perceived it and I didn't think there was one.
The trap is different from the lock. I suppose thing's right. There'd probably be a latch for like a little padlock attached to it.
Okay.
So is someone opening it?
I'll open it.
Yeah, I'll hand it back. Yeah, I don't think it's trapped or locked. There you go.
Holding the box that matches his skin color, Nero opens it up and there are coins inside.
Oh, look, coins.
It's
Many,
so-
many coins, not very valuable.
They're all coppers, right?
There are 22 gold pieces,
Uh-huh, hang on.
And
Yes.
probably not the fancy Thessalonian gold pieces either, huh?
a
Yeah.
175 silver,
175.
yes,
Yeah.
312 copper.
Wow. Thanks, Lockhart. What's the coffer worth?
I need an appraise check.
20 plus 16.
I only get that +5 once, don't I, do?
No,
No.
Yeah.
you get that as long as you're wearing it.
Okay, where does the beeping keep coming from?
I don't hear a beeping.
Okay, I keep
Neither.
hearing a beep.
Hmm.
Like, it's coming from this app somewhere, but it's not something I'm doing.
Huh.
But I'm hearing it. Apparently no one else is.
No.
Because I've got the thing turned off, so...
Sorry, dude.
Okay, that's weird.
Got some good spendies this game, at least. Zither, indeed.
Very good.
31.
The coffer is worth 100 gold pieces.
Awesome. Okay. Step changes.
I'm just your like personal accountant that you just take around, aren't I? Because you never let me do like much sneaking or anything because there's always a stupid light on. So you're just like, what is this worth? What is this worth? What is this worth?
And kill
Right.
that.
And by the way, chop over there. That's right. Backstab this thing, and what is this worth?
I heard it again. Who did something just then?
What?
I didn't do anything.
I closed a window, but I just did it again, and you didn't tell me you'd heard it again.
Weird, because it's not me. Because I'm like,
Sure, it's not.
Well, I mean, it would be something if the dice just rolled, or
It's not like somebody talking to you on like G-Talk in the background or something, is it?
I could have checked.
oh yeah, maybe
Not-
yeah.
I
Not
turned it
so-
all that.
if you're getting like a notification on G Plus or something.
Nope. I checked. And again.
Oh,
and
I
again.
just heard it. I heard it that
I
time.
heard it.
Ha! See, it's not just me.
And I wasn't touching the computer.
Is I don't know.
It's weird. I don't like it.
I
Things
don't know what's causing that.
Things up to something.
I'm like
Yeah, I
doing
reckon it's a thing as well.
Innocent.
Oh, as if that was totally a guilty face there.
Totally a guilty face.
What?
It's the only face I have.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
So
You haven't loaded anything into the jukebox, Lockhart.
Yeah, where's our mood music?
Yay.
copyrighted.
It's all copyrighted, that's the problem, yeah.
I had a lot of fun the one campaign I tried to do mood music for. When I was running Carry on Crown, I actually used the soundtrack suggestions.
Mm.
There's all kinds of crazy stuff in there.
Yes, yeah, they were good songs. They creeped the players out. It was awesome. Whenever all of a sudden a song that started with a gasp came in, everyone just kind of looked and it's like, get us out of the prison.
It's funny.
So should we try the next door up?
I guess.
Middle door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shall we rank up?
Does anybody need a hit with the healing stick?
Masaki's a little injured, I think.
Yeah, I'm a little down, but not drastically. So,
How many down?
6 or 7.
Pinger!
I like being pinged.
+8, Masaki. Will it take her over her max, or will it stop at the max?
It should stop at the max.
Yeah.
So if she adds +8, it'll stop at her max.
I believe so.
So I just +8 in the top one.
Yeah.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it needs a max number to work.
Oh. No, it let me put +8 in.
So what's your
It
max?
doesn't bring you above your max. does
No,
it?
I meant on the top one.
Yeah.
The one with the little heart.
So what's your max?
My max?
The max is 27, so she's got
Oh,
two.
it's 29.
No,
Your max is
29?
it did bring her above her max.
We did. Weird.
I guess it's for temporaries and stuff.
Anybody else injured? I'm down 5, but
I'm down 3, but that's okay for now.
All of those devils, and I just do little minimum amounts of damage.
Oh, we're sorry,
Hey,
Lockhart.
hit me.
He did bite you, yes.
I don't think that's minimum.
Shall we open this door?
yes.
Let's open this door.
You open the door to see a small hallway and a very familiar-looking portcullis.
And not much room for a secret door on the south side, so probably want to try to. Yeah.
Step ahead of you there, Thingster.
All right, opening up this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, tool selected. You open it up?
Neprinos.
Nope.
Oh, no.
These are lemures.
Not the friendly kind.
Stinky drawing ones that were just basically standing there, looking at nothing until the door opened and light shone in, and edibles came in.
Edibles. I like that. I don't want to be an edible.
Switch my selector here. Can go to initiatives.
I see
Hooray.
we have no green bar anymore.
Green bar?
That's because
Oh, it's probably hidden under Gary.
Oh, no, because normally I have it.
if I
Did I get rid of it or did you get rid of it?
it's just where you are layer wise.
Okay. I see it now. And I don't see one for Gary either.
27.
That's because his is in the
Blackness.
Okay. I get it now.
Miramore has kind of been awesome with initiative tonight.
Yeah, he's
I'm doing alright. It's a shame I can't hit for crap, though.
I got 18.
But that's Masaki's job. Is Gary's? Yeah, it's 7.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, 7. Yeah. Unless I get +1 on that, too.
It's an
Doesn't
ability check. You guys should be.
Oh, well, yeah, I got 19 then. Forgot about the...
5 for Brunsk.
Oh, okay, I got 28 then.
It doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
It would have mattered last fight.
It would have mattered last fight.
No, but we took it into account last fight.
No, we didn't.
I did.
I didn't.
I'm sure we had that conversation.
Yes.
I wonder how long Lasna's blessing will be with us.
Forever.
No, it'll probably like finish mid-fight when we need it the most. We'll go, yes,
That's right.
we have the plus
I'm
one.
keeping very careful track by rounds.
No, it'll literally be the difference between one of us living and dying, and he'll be like, no, it's run out.
Oh.
All right, so
Gary, what are these things and what do we need to do with them?
Why, they are,
Lemurs.
of course.
did I? Oh,
Huh? Oh,
sorry. Continue.
knowledge planes. 31 actually with the plus one.
Holy cow.
Yeah! He's like Stinky.
Do they have the stinky aura?
Nope. They are just
Clayface.
regular.
Yeah,
lemurs.
Clayface.
Did we talk about this last time? The fact that they look like the things from that film that I can't remember the name of. Oh god. Dogma.
Oh,
No.
the Golgothan
No, we
shit
didn't.
demon.
Okay. Thought I
Uh,
have, but yeah, they look like them.
The experimental.
That's it.
Excremental. I think that's funny.
except for Nuperibos, these are the least of devil kind. Lemurs roil forth from the ranks of souls down to hell, shapeless masses of quivering flesh. Basically, there's not much to them. They have the basic DR, immunity to fire, poison, resistance to acid and cold, immunity to mind-affecting effects because they are mindless. Typically mindless.
Massive
Lock.
self-excretion.
And that's pretty much it. They just attack.
Nasty.
Rock on.
Mindless unless they're left to devices for 10,000 years to...
Does stun work on mindless things?
Yeah, I believe so. It's
Okay,
more of a
but-
physical thing.
Yeah, I was saying you're still rattling their brain, right?
Is
Eh?
there another door in this room? Is there another
No,
door?
doesn't look like it.
No.
Can we just leave them here?
If you shut the door, they'll just go back to sleep again, probably.
Exactly. So just, I don't even think that this.
Did we see some? No, we didn't.
Yeah, just no.
Was that a... No.
Oh, sure, you'll attack a giant baby, but these you'll just...
I was holding myself back. It's like, okay, so these ones you want to just walk away from, but the guy who was nice and letting you leave and didn't even attack you.
He wasn't nice, he was creepy.
He was. I'm
to be honest, I
proud
think-
of how I portrayed him.
These things will be happier back on whatever plane they came from.
Mindless.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
Mindless.
They don't get happy.
Mindless versus accuser.
Right.
Big difference.
But these things are completely inherently evil.
Let's get in there.
How can you be evil and mindless?
They will
That's
just
true,
attack
actually.
and kill things. It's just an instinct sort of thing.
Oh.
They don't think. They can't think or comprehend, but they just do evil acts as much as possible.
Like, don't return library books.
Exactly. And crossing the street
yeah,
when it's the
that's great.
hand,
Oh,
not the
scofflaws.
walking man.
Crossing the street,
Jaywalking.
but it's the hand.
Jaywalking.
that.
That's the word I'm looking for. Jaywalking.
Jaywalking. Hey,
Oh.
Rube.
I did that too.
And who is this Jay that it's named after?
I know, what's that about? Who's Jay?
I didn't even know it was illegal.
It's not so bad in Texas, I don't think. Some places it's really heavily enforced.
This is
I guess
like
can
New
it-
York or Chicago where there's huge jaywalking things, enforcement.
In Bellevue, they passed like huge fines and stuff because people just weren't paying any attention to the stuff. So now it's like a massive amount of money you have to pay if they decide to
you. I got you.
enforce it.
got you, you little wiggly dust monster.
So what is Nearmore doing?
Hi.
He's going to snuffle them, apparently.
Ah. Okay, so I will move forward I guess I hate moving. It's annoying.
So these are basically the pugs of the underworld.
Don't do it.
Oh.
I move forward. I exploit his weakness. 16.
Yes, you do.
We will.
There's a
stun
soft spot right there.
I will stun him in it.
Oh, poo.
Okay.
I rolled a hit. I don't think it went through.
No, I don't see anything.
26.
Yes. What's the DC? Fort save, right? What's the DC against stun?
17.
Really?
Yeah. Half my level, plus my whiz, plus 1 for being awesome.
Plus your whiz, wow.
+1 for being awesome? Oh, that's from your class.
I have pain points, so it gives me
Okay.
+1 to
So
convert.
21 will
to...
beat that.
God damn you.
8
8 damage. 9 damage because of that thing.
Okay. So next up will be Misaki.
Gotta be close to its poofing total.
Didn't I just suggest
Goofy.
close the door and leave?
Proofing total. Yeah, you did.
I'm guessing that I didn't like squawk loud enough or something.
You should have squawked louder.
Miramore apparently just wants to kill devils.
Well, they're going to be happier back where they deserve to be back where they came from.
You said they didn't. They didn't. Oh no, he said they didn't.
Yeah.
He said that they're gonna get like beaten up.
Oh, no. I said they wouldn't be happier.
Oh,
They
okay.
deserve to go there because at some point they sold their souls or did something really bad to get there. But they're not going to be happier there. But they totally deserve to be there.
Okay. I shall move in and attack the other one
Okay.
because I am backing the party play.
Yay! Thanks for backing the play.
Pink Ranger, go!
I like that. Go Pink Ranger.
I do not agree with the party play particularly.
What, the party play to wail on the bad stuff?
I would just close the door and leave them alone.
I like wailing on the bad stuff.
They're big piles of poop.
Right.
Whatever. But
All right.
Chop!
I'm deciding what to do. Leave me alone. But if I'm going to do it, I may as well probably do it properly.
Hey, dog.
Now, they are sneak attackable. And they're flat-footed right now, too.
So you get if you hit this, you get your sneak damage too.
Okay. When you were talking about them, did you say anything about them being only affected by silver? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yes.
They are. Okay.
They're
I thought so.
typical
Well,
damage.
I'll kept my silver weapon then probably
Okay.
because it wasn't that long since we were
That
new.
silver weapon is turning out to be a pretty good investment for you guys after all.
I know, it's doing crap potloads of damage for us.
So that will be.
Chop! You power attacking.
Yep, I am power attacking and combat expertising.
I like that.
So 1d20 plus.
7.
I can do this. Yes, that was it. And that takes into account the +1 as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
22.
All right. Yes, you're hitting.
Boom.
Now I'm doing a shed load of damage, right?
I'm sorry?
Now I'm doing a shed load of damage, right?
1d10 plus 6 plus 2d6?
Yeah,
That's a shed load.
that is a shed load. You're just a damage machine.
Yeah, rogue, yeah.
Well, she's a well-done rogue. Rogues, I mean...
Ah. Rogues don't often put out this kind of damage.
Well, no, it's not that so much as typically, in comparison to others, they don't necessarily lead the party.
Right.
So.
A lot of it has to do with that crit range of the weapon.
Yeah, it's lovely. Wait till we get a keen one for her.
Hang on, I'm thinking, and it's past my bedtime now. 1d10, and then normally it would be +2 because it's silver. It's
1d10 plus 2d6 plus 6.
It's one, yeah. Normally it would be +2 damage for silver,
Mhm.
+3 for power attack, +1 for the statue bonus.
1d10 plus 2d6 plus 6. There we go. 18.
That's pretty good.
Yes, basically falls unconscious in this pile of goop.
Good
See,
work.
I'm doing the
Miss
honourable
Sarah.
thing. I'm just taking it out in one hit.
That's right. Don't want to make it suffer.
There you go.
They were born to suffer.
Oh, that's interesting. The bars actually do move towards the negative side.
What? What do you mean?
So the bar is empty, and the green is starting to go to the left
Yeah.
in the negatives.
Yeah, mine does that. There's an ever so slight sliver of grey on the end of my bar.
No. I'm not saying just that. I'm saying once it's completely at zero,
Oh.
it's
So
the
going to
minuses.
negatives.
Oh,
because-
okay. The other way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Anyway, where was I?
That was my turn, and I think it might be squished. Or
Yeah.
I think
Lemire 2, however, gets 2 claws on Nearmore.
Bring it.
Soft, fleshy claws.
Yeah, they're more like sausages.
Salad fingers.
Oh, a 20 will do it.
That'll do it. Oh, unless I... Oh, yeah, I have a +1 AC. It's still a 20.
1 point of damage.
Ah!
And 12 points of disease. It's only leprosy.
That's all right, then. I'm immune to that.
A bony claw gets through Nearmore's defense. That Lemire bleeds. Gary the elf.
I'm not going to even bother to confuse the combat.
Just gonna hang there.
Yeah, I'll just hang out.
Hang out. Check out the fountain or something.
Yeah.
Brunsk. Brunsk will walk in and try and finish this thing off.
snoring or snorting.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
She is.
No, so close, but no.
There she is.
Brunsk misses. Brunsk has not been doing good this game. Nearmore.
I exploit. 14.
It still has a soft spot.
I flurry. 13. 28 potential crit.
Yes, you kill it. Well,
20 crit threat. Like 19 additional damage.
it is gooped and dead.
Boom.
Gupta.
And assumedly this was probably coup de grace or something.
Yeah. Chop! Yeah, we don't want it suffering to death. That would be bad.
Well, it might stabilize.
Yeah,
They
that would
probably
be
have no
bad.
treasure, right?
Sorry?
They probably have no treasure.
Let's search the room to be sure.
Yes, as far as you can tell, the only thing in this room are goop stains from where the lemures might have been moving.
I actually rolled better than Masaki for once.
Group stones are bad.
Don't get used to it.
27.
I'll let you.
Yeah.
Both.
Nothing in here.
So I guess we need to.
Actually,
Oh,
I missed that.
what did we
Uh-oh.
miss?
In the fountain.
Oh, okay.
Back where I am.
Item.
Huh. What is it?
Say at some point or other, because it's not a very high perception check. There is a long, thin key made of pale green crystal inside the fountain.
Is this thing magic? Gary, is this thing magical?
Detect magic.
It is not magical. A knowledge nature check.
Oh, not my best.
If someone is
Lens, do you have
trained in
knowledge
it.
nature? Yeah.
I'll do knowledge nature. 22.
An 8 for me.
22. Misaki, glancing at, and of course having a bird's eye for shiny things, recognizes that this is actually not made of crystal. It is made of the sky metal known as noqual.
Oh.
Looks like a pale green crystal to the untrained eye, but can be worked as iron despite its appearance.
Sounds a bit exciting.
As a sky metal, it is somewhat rare and worth an appraisable amount.
Shall I appraise
Did
it?
you say it was a key?
It's a key, yes.
Okay. Just checking.
29 on appraise.
You think that the amount of milk wall in this would be worth 500 gold pieces.
Nice.
Nice.
Have we seen any locks that would be appropriate for this? I can't remember seeing any.
I don't think we've seen anything
No.
that can open.
Okay. I have to bear it in mind if we come across any locks, but otherwise it's...
I've kept it off the 2-cell list.
It does look rather elaborate. It doesn't really strike you as something so much for a simple lock, so much as part of a mechanism.
Okay. I think that Gary might need to sketch this, just in case.
Sketchy Gary.
Yeah.
Sketch.
It seems like a good idea.
Okay. You create
So-
a sketch of it.
Just
Can we open this portcullis anywhere around here?
I believe it's on the... Let's see.
There was a hole or something on the pillar in that room, something like that. I think I remember.
No, it was a star shape on that pillar.
Yes.
It was the
Hedron?
pointed star, whatever it's
it
called.
was on the pillar in the room. Inside the hallway itself, there does not appear to be anything.
Oh. To open it.
Yes. Sorry, I heard that beep.
I did too.
Sorry, that was somebody taking their turn in. Those are friends.
Okay. Interesting.
Was there anything back in the arena room? Because we kind of ran through it.
Going back to the arena room. Where are we?
Check her out.
Finding bits. No, it's pretty much empty, aside from
Alright.
possibly some old stains.
So let's walk around to the room, the opposite side of the portcullis, and check this room out.
Okay.
Do you want to open the portcullis?
I guess if that's...
How are you intending to open up the portcullis?
I don't know. Wasn't there a lever?
Wasn't there something on the pillar?
What
That
about this
is
key?
an image of a 7-pointed star with a hole in its center carved into the north face of the pillar.
A hole that might fit this key?
Nope. It is a triangular hole.
So there's probably a crank or something that goes in there, or some sort of a...
Masaki, any
Winch
ideas on the
press.
mechanism? Can you make it work? Is it something that does work, or is it just decorative?
I will have a look. 21 to perceive it a little.
You believe it does still work. Essentially, it does appear to be just missing some sort of wheel or crank or something to insert into here.
Is there anything around that looks like it could be part of the mechanism?
Not apparently, no.
Okay.
Does someone have a knowledge history?
A little.
I do. Weirdly.
It's because you get it from the shard.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah. 18.
26. Or 27 with the license bonus.
You have to be good at something.
Yeah, I described this room before. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's the one that Gary's now going to have to sketch.
Okay, so with a 26, Gary is able to recognize that the tapestries both depict the city of Zin Bakrakan. Zin Bakrakan at its height.
Okay. What's that then, Gary?
That would be the capital city of Bakrakan, which was the province of Thassalon ruled by the Rune Lord of Wrath.
Stop playing words with friends, Gary.
And are these of a artistic nature that they would be worth something probably to a collector?
Very likely. They are rather detailed and remarkably preserved.
Should we search? Should we take them down? How
Take
heavy
magic
are
on
they?
them?
However, they are very large and heavy. They each would weigh 50 pounds.
So that's something we can carry out later.
Yeah. If they're not magical, I'd say we take them down and just pile them in the corner until we
Yeah, let's take him down and roll him ready to collect.
I suppose there would be a minor magical aura from both, a sort of preservation sort of magic. There's also a magical aura from one of the hanging rods on the western tapestry.
Ooh, examine the hanging rod.
All right. There's something stuck within the hollow, or, well, wedged, possibly not stuck, inside of the hollow hanging rod.
Get it out.
Okay. You pull it out, and it appears to be a rather simple metal rod with runes kind of covering it of Thassalon design.
Ooh.
You would guess it was some sort of wand at first appearance.
I will attempt to determine its properties.
I heard the magic word.
Is that wand? You're waiting for a wand of wonder, aren't you?
That would be a rod of wonder.
A rod of wonder now, isn't it?
And you did say this. Oh, it's rod. Okay.
Nice work,
No.
Gary.
This Thassalon magic baffles you.
You should have used the amulet, Gary.
You can use amulet as well. One attempt with each.
Go for it, Gary.
Or have you already used the amulet today? I forget.
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think we've had to identify anything.
Not
Do
for
you use it on
identify.
the Ranseur, maybe?
It's possible.
Hmm.
But I
I'd have to
don't
listen to
remember.
that session to make sure.
Hang on a second, let me just go do that. I'll be back in 3 or 4 hours.
Well, I mean, you can always identify it again the next day.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, people, what are we thinking?
Um,
I think we've done basically everything except for... Hang on, how does it seem that that statue had a corridor, but I can't see where it goes?
It's off to the left. We never, or the right still. We haven't.
What?
you
No.
never went past the statue because it creeped you out.
Yeah, but the corridor bends round. We expected to be able to get round to it.
Yeah, it's down below though. It goes below us.
Yes, I expect... Yes, but how do we get there?
You could go
Walk back
past
up the
door.
stairs and down past the statue, or we can go up to the octagon room and to the left. Where
You're missing my point. I expected the corridor to connect this side.
Ah,
Oh,
well, you
It
expect
apparently
didn't.
does not. Do you want to go deal with that statue and then we can call it a night?
yeah. We either that or the door we skipped up above.
you do have a whole other side to explore.
I know, I'm going to say that door's going to lead you to Impland, so we may as well deal with this statue now.
You mean the Caesarian?
The
think
Caesarian.
how-
Caesarian.
We hadn't had a map error. Was I think what
Yeah.
Al was making sure.
Yeah, I was checking that didn't connect somewhere. All right, Gary, tell me about this statue.
It's got a mild magic on it of some sort.
And what might that be?
I think this was attempted and failed already.
Did you
maybe?
balls this up already, Gary?
Probably. When we
Do you
first
wanna-
got it.
Okay, this may seem cruel. Do you want to cast Summon Monster, something like a big thing, and send it down that way?
Do you
No,
have
I-
summon monster?
I've got Summon Monster 1. I believe. Although I'm
Just summon something sizable, if you can.
sizable, not really. I think everything's small.
Everything?
I think so on Summon Monster 1.
What have you got?
I can do a dire rat, a dog, a dolphin, an eagle, a fire beetle, a poisonous frog. Oh, I can do a pony.
Let's do that.
Sure, what the heck. I will summon a pony down by the statue.
We summon Gary's little pony. Okay, you're summoning it by the statue?
Yeah.
Do you want to walk it down there?
Okay, I'll summon it like here,
And then kind of have it wander in.
and have it, wander down.
Yeah. It's one day it's frolicking in the fields, the next day it's walking in a dungeon corridor, heading towards something I
You
suspect
have
may
to
well.
be kidding me.
What?
Pony doesn't get any good token results.
What? Really? Try horse.
It like
Donkey.
Yeah. No, don't want marketplace. Are these? Maybe these are free. I don't know.
Lockout's searching for tokens.
Oh, and I'll give it the celestial template.
The hell is that? Oh, it's a. Oh, I see. Oh, it's a celestial. It's a celestial
Celestial
pony. I like that.
My little celestial pony.
Could have been a fiendish pony, right?
Yeah.
So is its name Celestia?
No, his name is clearly Bill because all ponies in fantasy things are called Bill.
Of course.
Well, it's
Okay,
called
so
Applejack.
controlled by thing. Move your pony.
Click
Round. Wait. So let's see. How many rounds do you have this for? Level 3. Level 4.
Oh,
You have it 4 rounds.
4.
Round 1. What do you do with it?
So let's see. It's going to go how many? 40 feet. Moving into just moving into there.
All right. The statue sputters and smokes. Round 2.
I don't trust it thing. Leave it hanging out there. Where'd it go?
Okay.
Just leave it kind of mooching around the statue. Have it eat
leave
some
it
grass
there.
or something.
Yeah. Why am I in the front ranks here?
Oh, I just grabbed the block and we were moving sideways. I'll reorgus. Hang on.
How far can I control this thing? I can back up the corner a bit, I
As
think.
long as you can see it, I think. So,
Okay. All right. So you leave it there for the round?
Yeah.
Boom.
knew it. She looked so angry.
Right.
Poor Bill the pony.
It's going to be some like huge fireball that'll barrel down the corner and just burn us all.
They don't
no.
deform anymore, do they, though?
It goes up to this line, 10 feet into the hall.
Take that, Bill the pony.
No, Bill!
Let's see here.
Crap. Everybody get ready to run past this thing.
I should have done Fiendish. It would get fire resistance.
Yeah, live and learn. That's pretty crappy, Lockup.
Well, yeah.
I'm after it. I'm glad I didn't catch that, but you know, two of the party.
It's still alive. It'll have
the
13
party-
hit points.
Two of the party do have improved evasion.
All right.
It hasn't
So
rolled to save yet, has it?
Let's see, it's reflex save.
Reflex. Reflex +4.
It's not bad. It's better than mine. No, it's not quite.
Strange.
12.
I'm guessing a 66 fireball potentially is
Yeah, that doesn't make the save.
not dodged on a 12. What are you drinking?
Is this Redbreast?
It is, no, it's the latest one that you got.
Oh, the Scotch.
Yes.
It's bizarre. It's an Islay malt that's got no peat. Unpeated Islay malt.
Please don't say Islay. Please say Isla.
Isla?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pronounce all the letters. I'm American.
It's an Isla malt.
So, singed and just barely standing on round 3, the pony is still there.
Go, Bill the Pony! I think we need to dash past Bill the Pony and get beyond this statue.
All right.
Everybody happy with a double move forward?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Unfortunately, now it goes every round when we move, rather than
8, 9.
we just had one in round of smoke.
11, 12, 13, 14. There we go.
As Miramar runs into the wall with his extra.
And you leave Bill behind?
Yes.
Well, you can come too if you want, but it's basically almost barbecue, so...
A few more seconds passed, and then Bill disappears. And as far as you can tell, standing there, there is no further reaction from the statue.
Awesome. Everybody moves to here, and we check out what's around this corner.
All right, just
It's a huge pile of treasure! Huge pile of treasure. Sorry, that was potentially not a lawful good thing to suggest, but I don't actually think there's anything damage done to the pony, right?
You're just a plainest, it's like, oh, it's a summoned creature. Oh, it's a devil. It's okay.
Yes,
Well-
I am plainest. Exactly. Hey, you gotta remember, I'm an angel.
No, you're half angel.
Well, that half doesn't like devils.
It isn't native to the plane.
Exactly.
As far as whether it's harmed, no, but it's still pain caused to the creature. So
Yeah,
wherever,
that's pretty
wherever
bad, but
deliberate pain caused falls on the good evil scale.
I thank the pony for its contribution. And I'll pray for it tomorrow morning.
All right.
I think it falls into the greater good category there, Lockhart.
The greater good.
Jesus, Lockhart, that's a long-ass corridor.
There's the greater good, and there's not even investigating it before sending up the pony as a meat shield.
Didn't trust it. Hang on. What better way to investigate it than with something I summon, thing summons from somewhere?
Lack of confidence rather than the greater good.
I don't think that's necessarily true. Just
Well,
being cautious.
Well, greater good. What good is being influenced by you guys going past here currently?
Well, we'll find out. If there's more devils, then we're
You'll
sending them
find
back.
out.
But if things
I think
something, isn't it automatically evil anyway?
I'm not evil.
Not yet.
All right. A line of pillars runs down the center of this hall, between which lie the ruined remains of what was once an immense magical laboratory. Crumbled tables, broken stone urns, rusted cauldrons, and ancient fragments of broken glass lie scattered throughout. The northern wall depicts a vast mural of armies of deformed monsters and demons gathering on the shores of a mountainous island. Above, a woman's face has been carved into the mountaintop, and an immense bridge arcs out from just below this woman's face. Below the mountain, at the end of a side view of a tangled network of caverns, lies a vast underground vault in which an immense monstrosity of tentacles surrounds a central fanged mouth. Within the mouth glares an angry red eye.
So Cthulhu is under a mountain with a lady's face in it.
There we go. I was waiting.
No, that's well, yes, indeed, actually.
Awesome.
Knowledge plane.
We all bow down and worship it.
Right.
Or knowledge geography as well.
We know which
Or
side.
both.
What a knowledge.
Planes or geography?
30.
Wow.
Was that planes?
Yeah.
That is right on the button.
Holy crap, that's a big skill.
You recognize the tentacle monstrosity as the nascent demon lord Yamasoth.
Yamasoth. Yeah.
At one point rumored to be a powerful ally of the rune lord Alaznist.
That thing a Clue ripoff.
A what?
One of those weird things that begin with Q and doesn't have a U.
It's a demon lord.
Oh, okay, good.
Actually, no, I think you're right.
Don't call them that.
I don't think demons have tentacles and look gribbly. I think they're always those weird things. But that makes them worse.
Oh, come on. Where are you?
What are you looking in?
Yeah.
Gribbly monster.
That's a clip-off.
Clip off.
Clip off.
They're worse than demons.
They're older.
Yeah, worse than demons.
But it's just a drawing of one, so it's okay.
So, where is it and what's it doing on this wall?
That would be a knowledge geography check.
Go on, Gary, you can do it. Two big rolls in a row.
Knowledge geography, that is less good. Oops, not D. 25.
Still good.
Rolls. The mural on the northern wall depicts the armies of Bakrakan on the shores of what is known today as Hollow Mountain.
Hollow Mountain doesn't sound very friendly with that gribbly thing underneath it.
Bakrakan at Hollow Mountain.
That's where Thunderbirds live.
Never take Hollow Mountain.
Hollow Mountain. Expedition to Hollow Mountain. I don't think that's the thing.
Probably a film. Sounds like a film.
The Hollow Mountain of Madness.
Great.
I guess I better get a sketching.
Get sketching. We'll check out the rest of the room. We'll search the room while he's sketching.
This is room C18. Yes. Okay. Search perception checks for who's searching the room then?
28. Lens.
All right. You gave a good look through here, but it does appear that this place is pretty much. I mean, Nearmore's is very high. There is some consensus of what you get is very hurried but thorough packing away at one point,
Right.
followed by creatures rampaging or more or less just a bull in a china shop sort of situation over time.
So this is like a laboratory.
Yes.
Is this like a laboratory where they would be creating those stupid race spawns and stuff that
Quite possibly. It's a very big laboratory. They could have been doing multiple projects in here, but that's certainly an option.
So do those pillars have like things for chaining people to, or are they just?
No, they appear to be just general support, I believe.
Perhaps it was a hospital, Gary. You always think the worst.
Some of the rusted out cauldrons do seem to be large enough to hold a person inside.
Witches.
Excellent. So we've got a door to the south and stairs to the
West.
west.
Stairs up or down, Lockhart?
Stairs up, I believe.
Want to check the door out?
I know the stairs will probably loop around and we can complete this stuff. Complete this part of the level.
Loop around to where?
Probably up to the west side door of the.
Well, there's probably
Octagon.
like another 5 rooms between us and that, and we think the imp is that way.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we need. Are you tired, little love? How's your back?
I'm good. I can maybe play a bit more, but I need light
No.
to go and make myself a talking.
This might not be the worst stopping point.
Yeah, I'm
to be
thinking
honest.
it's not a bad place to roll it up.
I just rolled 28 for my perception though. So,
Oh, what was that for? Check out that door.
yeah.
Lindsay checks the door on a 28.
I think it's fine. Yep, it's fine.
Awesome. So we'll leave us there, shall we? Does that token stay in the same place now?
Yep.
That's very cool.
So does it all stay the same?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
And it'll remember your macros and everything,
Well-
I think.
We'll see about Lindsay's. Lindsay's will be interesting because you didn't have an account.
I'll make an account and
Well, you might have already made an account just by joining in here.
Yeah,
and
it
doing
may
that
just
kind of
have pulled your details from G Plus if they've got that.
Poor Build a Pony. He hasn't disappeared.
Or build the pony.
stuff.
Somebody put a big X on Build the Pony.
And I can summon him again and again and again.
It might not be the same pony though. You don't get to say. It's just a pony from somewhere, isn't it?
I don't.
Well, it's from one of the realms you pulled it from, so celestial.
Yeah, so you pulled a celestial pony from somewhere in celestial pony realm.
To get fried. And
Well, I mean, it gets to the point. Wasn't they talking about you could actually at higher levels pull like 5th level rogues and stuff?
Well, there's a spell, a different spell for summoning people.
Right.
well, I mean, that's always that weird thing that these creatures on the other planes, they're just existing in pop. Oh, they're here to fight a monster and then
Assuming
vanish
they
again.
must volunteer for some benefit. Maybe they get a better area to graze in the celestial realms if they offer themselves for summons.
Right.
It's like I love the summon instrument spell because it actually says in that you are taking a real instrument from somewhere, so you can be pissing off people, as they're about to perform their grand concert.
Her mid big concert, the organ disappears.
Yeah.
Or
you could be a bard in a party and your instrument disappears off you because some other bard summoned it.
That's very
You
cool.
summon it back. Summon
Okay.
tug of war. All right.
Shall we have experience?
Oh, yes. You guys will want that, won't you?
Lots and lots of experience.
We're quite close, aren't we? Or are we not?
I think we need a couple thousand.
I can't remember where we were. It's 2,000. It's 2,000 the next one, isn't it?
15,000. We're at 11,842. So we need,
Still a bit off, I think.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. That's right.
3,000 and change.
I don't think we're going to make it this time.
No.
All right. So,
Unless Lord Baz was worth 1 million XP.
2 Nuperibos is 800. 2 Imps is 1,200. 1 Lord Baz is 800. 2 Lemure are 800.
Lord Baz was worth the same as a new Pariba.
2 Nuperibos.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad then.
And the defective trap is another 800.
So 4,400.
800 for something to do 66 damage in areas.
That gives a round delay.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's reduced its CR quite significantly.
Yes. And in fairness, the reflex save is not that high either. It's only a 14.
I could have made that. And plus 2 of the party have improved evasion.
You have regular evasion.
Oh, yeah. Regular evasion.
So that's 4,400 divided by 3 is 1,467 experience.
That's not too bad.
It's what?
What does that take us to? Things to...
1467
Yeah.
takes us to 13,309.
Almost. 2,000 XP or 1,700 XP and we're good.
That's a lot. So.
It's not terrible. One good session of fighting a bunch of crap and we'll be done.
I think Lockhart did say we're expected to hit 5th level by the end of this adventure, and we don't have too much.
I don't know. It might
I
be
think
just
you're
this
expecting
level,
almost
right?
go to 6th, actually.
Oh,
No, just well into 5th.
Well into 5th.
Yes.
well, I mean, we've got the that
we
section
might,
up there.
we
and
might
probably
actually
another
manage to get further through, right? So we may actually make it to 6th if we're lucky, because there's only 3 of us.
I'm not sure if there's that much experience, but maybe.
Remember, that's a whole character down. I mean,
Yeah,
in prin-
but the levels, the experience needed to level up increases after certain
yeah,
points.
you're right. Yeah.
Well, if we go through a rampage through Magnamar, killing things left and right until we hit 6th level.
Until the powerful NPCs in town cut you down like rabid animals? Yeah. Reroll. Start over. New campaign. No.
I love it. We can do that winter one that's just arrived. It's
Yeah,
arrived
it has
for me.
arrived,
I'm
yes.
not massively enamored as thus far. I think I need to give it another read, but it's very Fae-based. And I don't mind that, but...
The
you
player's
know.
guide made me think there'd be a lot of witches too.
Yeah, there's lots of witches, but also if you're like a fire mage, you're just going to be the ruling body in that entire adventure. Because you're going to be like, ha ha ha, everything is cold-based. Taste my fire because you are vulnerable.
At the same time, though, a cold-based mage has the resistance, which means they're not going to die walking through the Arctic in the beginning of it.
True. It's not that, to be honest, it's not that, it's actually an interesting concept, but I don't know, I like the...
I've been reading on the forums, and apparently quite a few groups have died from the elements, basically.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of
Walking through winter
cold-based
and
stuff.
storm.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, I think that's a little harsh. But
Well-
yeah.
Yeah, Gary didn't die, so I can't bring him back as a high
Aslanti.
Aslanti. Yeah.
That's funny. Perhaps you could come back.
I will be straightforward with you. There is a reasonable point to have a high Aslanti character in this campaign, but there is only one point, and it is not now.
That's funny.
Well, I'm sure Nethys will provide. I mean,
Oh, like I said, it's provided in this campaign if you do the right things.
all right,
Funny.
good
So-
and terrifying.
Oh, you could come back as that wrath spawn we left in that cage.
Yeah, that's less desirable.
Hi guys, I kind of got control of my temper now. I'm trying to cage my rage program. It works really good because I'm already in the cage.
Cage
Yeah.
by Ridge. I like that. That's funny.
Well,
Obviously, they have that in Canada because they're also calm.
Yes.
Well, it's interesting. We were given a bounty for getting 3 heads of sin spawn, and we've seen 1 so far. So either we're never supposed to be able to fulfill the bounty, or there's 2 more sin spawn somewhere in here at least.
That smells like metagaming.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, that's why I'm not saying it in character.
Ah,
I love how you're taking it at face value. It's
funny.
totally not an ambush set up by the Skarsny.
No, it can't be. Taxidermists never lie.
Never, ever.
Yes.
I like this new thing.
What?
It's working
Yeah.
good, isn't
Yeah.
it? What do we think of it?
I like it. And I
Yeah.
normally resist them quite severely, so
I imagine I'm going to start cursing at it a little bit once we get into the round and diagonal based rooms and have to reveal them.
Right.
Well, that's all the more incentive for you to get the shading effect or whatever on.
No, well, but that requires me then to draw everything in advance.
Yes.
let me know if I can help, because I'm about the only person that probably has a bit of time that can probably do stuff. I can't guarantee that I'm any good at
And unfortunately, that would require me showing you all the maps too, which is kind of a little.
Yes, but I'm the person with the least good memory here, and I'm also the only person that doesn't give a shit enough to actually metagame, so... You know that in every single game I've ever played that Hell has run, I've always known pretty much the entire adventure completely, and never ever used it to my advantage, ever.
You're giving away the secrets.
Uh-huh.
To the point that he'll literally, before the game, be like, oh yeah, today you're going to fight her this, this, and this, and by the time we game, I've either forgotten,
Do
or I
not look behind the curtain.
don't say anything, because I can do that.
I think we'll.
I have to
we'll
say,
see.
when you were playing with some people we've played with before, not all the people we've played with before, giving Lindsay some keys to what's coming up has actually helped a lot.
Accidentally.
So I've got too good of a memory for that kind of thing, which is why I try and avoid all the
I
GM
don't.
materials until afterwards.
I don't. I don't remember stuff that well anyway, but I've never really cared about actually. I don't know. I don't see it as a winning or losing thing.
Oh, and it's not. It's role playing, fun.
I think that's maybe a boy versus girl thing. I think
What?
boys are more competitive than girls.
Ruby, what are you doing?
So I always think, yeah, and I think most people that game have
Yo.
some form of competitive nature. I have none.
I'll be honest. I guess I do technically get competitive about it because I enter in those convention tournament things like Iron GM and NASCAR and whatnot,
When,
I'm GM.
and I win.
if you assume that you're going to be the worst at something, it tends to always work out better than that. So I work on that basis. So I'm always better than I think I'm going to be because I always assume that I'm going to be shit. So I don't compete with anybody or anything, and it works out pretty good.
Moochie Bear.
I did almost get competitive about winning the fashion thing. I got to the point where I was like, maybe if I don't win, I'll get cross, but I probably wouldn't have done.
But you won anyway.
But then I wouldn't, so it didn't really matter.
Hey!
But yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
we still
not-
Right,
recording?
everybody.
Why did you freeze?
Say goodbye.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye.